Papa Team 6, welcome to another episode of For the Dads. I hope the trash is out. I hope your belly is full and your balls are empty. Happy Spooktober. This show is for the dads. Hard stop. No other way to say it. This show is for the dads, about becoming a better father, examples of being a shitty father, our wins, our losses. We are not experts whatsoever. We're assuming there's a couple new viewers each and every week because we're building this thing. How are we building it, boys? Inch by inch.
Inch by inch.
We have partners. We have people we work with, people begging, Chef at times, Derek at times. Guests. When are we going to get guests? Guests are going to come. But there's something about growing one day at a time, one viewer at a time, one person at a time, slowly building this community. Because one day when this brand and this show, I think I know all of PT6. I know all the Papa Team Sixers out there tuning in. Also the Seaman Team Sixers, the head of the ship back there in Chef Jack. When it does pop off and people are going to be, hey, you ever seen this For the Dads? And the PT6ICKOS, bro, are going to be like, I've been on that.
Man, I've been on that.
I've been crying.
Before they were doing guests.
Yeah. I've been saying good. I've been mounting my wife.
I rode Shockwave twice.
Yeah.
No lines.
No lines. Crying is cool, boys. But this community is awesome. This community is awesome. We do have, continue to leave comments, continue to engage with us. I was scrolling on Spotify earlier. Okay, big shout out to all the platforms that we're on. We're on everything. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all the
Podcast Zone,
all the podcast platforms in the world, we're on them. Simply subscribe. All we ask is that you subscribe. And if you're having any conversations or group chats or DMs where you're sending clips, because we're on socials out For the Dads Pod, if you're doing any of that with your boys or with your friends, or if Milk Team Sixers are out there and you're sharing them with other wives or other moms, encourage them to subscribe.
Please.
Yeah.
And we hit 8K.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out.
We hit 8K. I noticed that the other day on YouTube.
Yeah, and then if you really want to at yourself in this community, I say it every week, it's bwtb.com. We have a lot of new cool merch for embracing Spooktober, embracing Halloween, embracing the fright. We have some For the Dads with a little wolf pop and a wolf pup. And the little wolf pup's holding a little candy bag, a little Halloween candy bag. It says For the Dads on it. Is our new PT6 shirt, is that out? The one I'm looking at right now at the very end of the hanger. That's out in stores? Oh, buddy.
As is this one.
Yeah, but we have a new, so for people who bought the very first, just throw it to me. The very first iteration of the Papa Team 6 shirt. We have our second iteration of the PT6 shirt. You got the lawnmower, the riding lawnmower with PT6 on it. On the back, we incorporated the little cub this time for all the moms and all the people. Hey, where's the little kiddo? Why isn't the parent? Why isn't the dad watching the little kiddo on the first one where he's rocking the grill?
Wait, these are good dads?
These are the good dads right here. Yeah. You're out here mowing the yard with your little cub, sun shining. You're out in the backyard. You got a little swing set, a little sunset behind the house. This description is if you're listening to this episode right now. We ride at dawn down at the bottom. New PT6 shirt is out. We have a lot of cool merch, but that is how you get in. That's how you fully invest in the PT6 community. Sherm is holding up one that says For the Dads, Haul at Home. What does that say? We've got to keep this under an hour. So there you go. We've been seeing comments that say we love shirts that say we got to keep it under an hour. We now have those. Here's the Spooktober themed ones right here. Little For the Dads, little wolf pup wearing his little ghost costume.
Look at him.
Little cute one. This is a little cute one. bwtb.com. That is where you get your merch. How we doing, Sharon? How we doing, boys?
Doing good.
We doing great?
Doing great.
How's Seaman Team 6 going?
We're doing just fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So Shep was telling me right before this episode started, his old man, he's now fully bought in. He listened to a couple. He's went all the way back. He's listened to all the episodes now, and his old man's bought all the way in.
He's an OG.
Dad and mom.
OG PT6.
Dad and mom?
My mom listens on the day we launch. She'll go work out at 6 a.m.
She loves to hear her boy on the mic. That's what that is. That's a very proud mom. That's a stoked mom right there.
She does. I come home. She makes sometimes some comments at some of the jokes that are made here.
Yeah, she does.
But she supports. She goes, it's funny.
Yeah. Oh, Jack. You boys.
What's the shockwave, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, Mom, it's a roller coaster.
And Chef was telling me too, he's like, my dad was like, I went back and listened to an early one in that situation in New York where, you know, the friends are offering to watch the kid, the kids, and you kind of took them back. He's like, I'm taking that 10 times out of 10. He's like, we're selfless most of the time. Like we do our work most of the time, but you get that opportunity. You gotta let the kids rock with your friends.
And I don't think that's wrong at all.
Yeah. We have a question for the audience, actually. Is it out of line to ask your friends if they have kids just like you do or more kids? Is it a big no-no to ask those friends to watch your kids? That's kind of a question that we were posed. You know, there's some situations going on behind the scenes. I won't fully, you know, if Sherm feels comfortable bringing it up.
I'll bring it up. So
because you're on a mission this weekend.
I'm on a mission this weekend.
Yeah, this is a PT6 mission right here. A big one.
A big one.
Big one for you to knock out of the park.
Truly. And
break it down, give the audience some context. We mentioned it a couple weeks ago.
True. Okay, so Jill is on a bachelorette party in Miami currently. We are recording on Friday right now.
Oh, she getting rowdy. Mama letting the hair down. You tell her, hey, you let your hair down. Your boys got you.
Let your hair down. Get some Michelobes and listen to a Bad Bunny on the beach.
Listen to Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny on the beach.
The new T-Swift album. That's probably not beach mode. However, that is out.
I could get down with some T-Swift.
Yeah, I can get down with some T-Swift.
But she's having a good time. Well, actually, she's been crying a lot. I've been getting a lot of texts this morning that she's crying a lot, and she just misses her girl.
Okay, so this isn't. I've had a few beverages in.
No,
getting emotional. This is like I'm separation anxiety.
Unless she's listening to a Bad Bunny at the airport and getting some brewhas at the airport. She's sober. Little separation anxiety. Dude, I got to show you a picture now that I'm bringing this up. I'm sending this to you immediately, Chef. Full on schedule layout on the kitchen island for me as if I was 3 years old. And it doesn't offend me. It does not offend me.
You're better than me. I would have had some fun with it. I would have took it. I'd have ripped it up. I would have said, don't ever disrespect me again. I don't want to hear from you unless we do our FaceTime check-ins. And when you got to see Scar.
Yes.
You got to see the girls. We'll get on FaceTime. But I'm telling you, this is PT6 game right here. When you have the opportunity to watch the kid or kids solo, you make sure your wife feels as comfortable as possible leaving the nest.
Hey, I saw the note you left for your parents, I think.
Yeah.
But your parents are coming to come watch the kid. I'm watching the kid.
Yeah. Oh,
so I was just a little confused.
I think you forgot. I'm not getting any sitters outside of when we're doing the For the Dads podcast,
and that's it.
I'm running this ship. What is this?
I saw that.
I got my own notes. You just lift up like a little sticky note. Got my own notes.
And it just says, I got it.
Yeah. I got to give context here. She has, this is like,
Will, it's
IKEA
crazy.
Instructions for building a chair.
Yes.
She has.
It's what instructions?
Will, she, good on Jill. I mean, this is the ultimate. You have no excuse.
Oh,
if it goes wrong.
Zero excuse. She could run a small country, my wife, like truly. She has outfits in Ziploc baggies labeled for each day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like
she has phone numbers written out, health info. She has everything. She has nighttime routine. She has a 2-a time schedule.
2-a time schedule. Has 8 emergency contact listings. Now I'll add some bonus context to it. She's been meaning to do that for like any babysitter or like any.
You're right.
So
because I'm enjoying thinking of the couples watching right now and. The old man, PT6, is sitting over there looking at his wife. That's you. What they talking about, that's you.
That's your ass. Every day. But
I feel that, though. So almost like a playbook for if anybody, she's got the process, the systems written out for if she needs to delegate at any moment in time.
Yes.
This is the formula. It just so happens that she laid it out or got it done like right as she goes on this bachelorette party. And it seems like it's for you. But really, it's just This is the general. This is the Bible.
This is the Bible.
This is the baby Bible right here.
But I will say I like guttural belly laughed when I saw it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I feel like I'm 12 years old.
And by the way, when I said you handled it better than me, I would have ripped it up and said, don't ever disrespect me. The minute she walks at the door, I'm piecing it back together. I'm taping it. Hang on a second. Let me see what we got. Oh, yeah. I did forget about that part.
Why the fuck did I read
But one thing I would do, which I would encourage, this would be a nice one, is just like, you know, you keep Scar like in her, you know, I'll like, if Charles gone and it's me, and say it's Scotty, Rue's different. Rue's 3 years old, so I'll get her dressed, I'll get her going. For Scotty, I'll leave in the PJs all day long. But since she has the outfits in a Ziploc bag, it's almost like you have Scar just in her PJs and you just take a photo with her on Ziploc, like got her outfit for Sunday.
Look how cute she looks.
Yeah, just like holding the Ziploc bag.
I ran into that this morning because she had not a full blowout, but she leaked out of one of her legs. And I was like, well, I don't want to dig into the Ziploc. Like, I'll just get a onesie. So I threw a onesie on her. I don't even really know why, but I was like, yeah, why dig into the Ziploc? What if I just didn't use the Ziplocs at all? Just kind of showed her.
I mean, hey, listen, what'd the sticky note say?
I got it.
You got this.
I got it.
So Jill's gone for the weekend.
She's gone for the weekend. I am being left at home with Scarlett all weekend. This is truly my dad loss, the trenches, and my crack a cold one this week. I have like
you already have them
things
in this story. And by the way, we're filming on it's Friday right now.
Friday.
So this is day one for you.
Yes.
Day one.
Well,
you got a 3-day weekend.
I will say this is day one, but the report card came out 2 weeks ago when like the idea of this, of Sherman being here, because and Jill will take no offense to this. Her mom coming in town got brought up a couple times. A night nurse got brought up a couple times.
And give game just the PT6ers. Like this isn't uncommon.
It's not uncommon.
The way like the generations and everything has went just for the male.
Yeah.
For the male brain, for the dad brain, all of it.
Yeah.
This isn't uncommon. So these are opportunities, gentlemen, for you to, this is why it's such a big opportunity to knock it out of the park, to add points to the scoreboard, not to hold over their head, but just to let them know, hey,
you want to go on that.
I can operate just as well as you can, just as well, not better,
not better,
not the same, as well.
And guess why I do it as well? Because you leave me Ziploc bags, babe. You leave me instructions, babe. You're the best.
So she's bringing this stuff up. You know, I'm going out of town for 2 days. Like, should I get my parents in town? Should we get some
Sherman,
I get babysitters on deck? Sherman, can you handle, how old is Scarlett?
3 months.
Can you handle a 3-month-old by yourself for 72 hours?
Are you sure? Because I have to shake you awake at night when she's crying.
Yeah.
You do a good job once I get you awake. You do get out of bed and you go help her. But I have to shake you awake. How are you going to wake up? Babe, it's fine. Because my brain's going to know, oh, Jill's not here and I'll be hearing the crying, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know. I just don't think you can wake up. So being on this podcast, I was like, I can't be a co-host on this podcast and cop out and not take this head on and look Willie C in the eyes and be like, hey, I'm crushing it as a dad. So when she's bringing up those things like, oh, I don't think you can wake up, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. I'll get an air mattress. I'll sleep in the nursery.
There's got to be an internal fire brewing.
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of getting this doubt.
Yeah. I was like,
can I handle this?
I'll sleep on the ground on the air mattress. Then I'll wake up. There ain't no way I ain't waking up. I don't need a monitor. I'm on the front lines. I'll be there. That's what I'm doing.
I'm fired up for you.
It's going to be good, dude.
I'm fired up for you.
This morning was incredible. It like actually was incredible. It was sick.
Now we are filming. It's 11 right now.
It's 11 right now.
Jill's out. She's in Miami.
She gone. Auntie Hillary, a.k.a. Hillary Cox, is watching Scarlett. That's my boy, Brian, that I've told you about. That's his wife. They were sweet enough. She came over. She's watching Scarlett, and she's crushing it. As soon as she walked in, she was like, hey, I think I'm going to listen to some I'm going to listen to some Taylor Swift with her. Introduce her to the new album. I was like, that sounds like a game plan.
Yeah.
Scarlett just got brand new sparkly pink shoes.
Yeah.
So she's going to be showing those off to Auntie Hillary.
Yeah.
She napped like a champ this morning, and she has not been napping well. The Merlin, dude. I didn't even put the Merlin down on my sheet. Do you know what the Merlin is? The quarterback for Ohio State last year. What's his name? Will Howard. His family invented this sleep sack thing that's called a Merlin, and it basically just turns your baby into the Michelin Man, the tire logo guy. And they sleep flat on their back with their arms out wide and their legs out straight, and they love it. It's crazy, dude. I sent it to the PT6 social thing. I was like, we need to make a quote graphic that Will Howard was the very first Merlin baby.
Steelers' future Hall of Fame quarterback, Will Howard's family.
Yes, yes.
Wish him well. A healthy recovery with the injury he's got going on right now.
Oh, yeah. But
that's a survival kit.
Survival kit, the Merlin. But yeah, dude, I mean, Scarlett was like crushing the nap this morning. She's smiling a whole lot, and she's starting to like, instead of cooing, she's actually like, you can tell she wants to talk so bad. And so whenever I'm like coming over the crib or like putting her in her playpen, it's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you said I love you, Dad. I know you did. I know you're trying to say it.
But you have a sitter until
12:30, 12:45.
Got to keep this one under an hour.
Literally have to keep it under an hour.
Okay.
Or Jill will skin me alive.
But there was also, so if we go all the way back to what started all of this conversation, it was, is it over the line to have your friend who has the same amount of kids or more kids watch your kid? In this case, Scar, 3-month-old. You had a situation where Professor Jeremy Clump and his wife,
Lindsay, God bless her, who made some banana bread and wrote a really sweet note to Jill for her birthday. So thank you, Lindsay. Shout out. It was offered that they could watch Scarlett here at the shop. They have 2 boys, one of which is 4 and some change, and the other one's like 2 and some change.
Shout out JJ.
Shout out JJ. Shout out Brady. But they're a handful in themselves. Like they got their own stuff going on.
Because we were trying to figure out, okay, we can rip this pod on Friday. Jill's out of town. How can we help out the boy Sherm?
Yes.
So we can rip this pod.
And Jill was like, go the avenue of Hillary first to see if she has availability before we reach out to Jeremy and his wife, because they already got their kid. No kids, Hillary, registered nurse, very close friend of ours, or newfound friends through work that we are close with, but newer friends, and they have 2 kids. It was like,
that's for sure the pecking order.
Yeah, go this avenue first. We're not going that avenue first. And so I felt bad. I kind of said it to Jeremy like they weren't an option. But I would have felt bad if we came to them first and been like, hey, yo, can you watch our kid, blah, blah, blah. But
so what gets said? What, like there's also a thought too, like it's a big no to ask
somebody
that have more kids to watch your kids, which I'm calling BS. That's New York all over again. If you get offered and they're offering it, like let's say you're not seeking them out, if they're offering it, I think that is an option that's very much on the table.
Okay.
I would sit here and say, I don't care what my wife says, but she obviously, like, we all know how New York went. Like, my wife won that battle. We had to take kids home at like 2 a.m.
And you apologized. You called her and apologized.
Yeah, I apologize because I was saying some very hurtful things that night when I was sideways. Remember when I was sideways. But I do, like, it's like if that is one thing, it's like, no, like if they're offering, that offer is a justified option. Like they're giving you that opportunity. And to me, that's an opportunity that if it is the only opportunity, you take the opportunity.
Well, I need to be better at that.
And you don't feel bad.
I need to get better at that. And Jill needs to get better. Like us together, we need to not have guilt. Like that's a very serious, like real take is like, we do not need to have guilt for somebody to watch our kid.
As much guilt as what I think we put on ourselves. Because I think there's going to be guilt no matter what.
Yeah.
There's going to be like, damn, you're kind of just letting off the little kiddos. Like, hey, Rue, you better be on your best fucking behavior. You understand?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? When Hillary came over, she legitimately was so excited. And I was like in a real frantic, not super frantic, but I was kind of moving around. And do you have snacks? Do you need water? Do you need anything? Blah, blah, blah. Trying to make sure everything was perfect for her. And she was like, I mean, you just gave me a Roku remote and the playpen's right here. And here's a burp cloth. I'm good. Like, go do your stuff.
Yeah. Like, hey, Scar, like, are you sure you're good? You can just, all you got to do is really just look at her for the next couple hours.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, she makes noise. See if she needs a burp or need a feed. You feed her at this time. But other than that, just set her there and you just look at her.
You can look at her. You put her in the playpen and you can do the 2 feet. She's loving the 2 feet right now, where you're just tooting her, you're flipping her.
Yeah.
And Chef, I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just saying,
ST6 chiming in.
ST6?
maybe it's like a good karma thing. Like what goes around comes around. So you need to pay it forward if you take that. If you're offered, and maybe it's one of those things where it's kind of with the knowledge of like, hey, we owe you one, whatever that may be.
Yeah,
True.
you do that. You definitely, you're in the camp of, hey, we'll get you on the back end. All I'm saying is if I am telling you, hey, I'll watch Scar. And even though I got 2 kiddos, and let's say I'm alone, and I'm just like, hey, I'll watch Scarlett for you. And you be feeling bad. I'm like, bro, she's 3 months old. Like, I'll be able to handle it. And you trusted me to do it. I'm saying if I am offering you, like, there should be zero guilt. Like, if I'm in the, man, I kind of don't want to watch her, then I wouldn't,
that
those parents shouldn't offer at all. But if I'm offering you, I'm thinking, bro, your boy can handle this. You either trust me or you don't. I think you should. Maybe you don't. Would you trust me?
100%, dude. And hey, that was one, I got a pretty nice compliment this morning from Hillary. She was like, I just want you, because I was like running through all this stuff with her, and she was like, hey, I just want to let you know, working in a hospital, I'm used to dads being like, yeah, I don't know their allergies. Like,
yeah.
Go talk to mom.
Hey, yeah.
Go talk to mom.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like, you're on it. Like, everything seems great. Like, I was almost like performative to her when she like showed up in a way of like, and this is right here, and this is right here.
And she's letting you know, just hand on the shoulder, like, hey.
She's like, first off, Sherman, we're in your house.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
I'm a nurse.
I'm just going to watch your kid.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to prove anything to me. I'm sitting there like, okay, but everything's like, it's all good. If you need it, it's here. But yeah, dude, huge weight off my chest when I walked out the front door.
Good.
I was like, oh, dude, that felt good.
But got to be home soon.
Got to be home
Got to
soon.
keep this one under an hour.
Got to keep it under an hour. And,
You go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, and got to kick ass, dude. And I'm off to the hottest start ever. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. But I
Yeah.
started off hot.
You're going to crush it.
Thank you.
You're going to crush it. Because
Thank
when those conversations or questions was coming up, it's like, hey, real opportunity here.
And of course I would trust you with Scarlett.
I appreciate that.
Of course I would.
I would rip, bro.
And that was to the point that I was trying to make earlier where Hillary paid that compliment. It was like, most dads, don't even know what they're allergic to or their social security number. I'm like, I think of you as a dad that's on it.
I don't know their social security numbers.
But you've been in the
But I'm on it.
You're in the
I'd be on it.
trenches.
Yeah,
You're in the
yeah,
trenches.
I'd be on it. As far as watch time concerned, I'd be on it.
You've seen a blowout or two.
Yeah.
You got this.
Easy money. Rue would crush it too.
Because some of those you see, your boy, it's like holding your kid and it starts crying even a little bit. And it's like almost an instant reaction of like,
Oh shit, what do I do?
hey, yo.
Yeah. Your anxiety will really build whenever, like, say you and Jill do a date night, or you're like letting the babysitter do whatever with Scarlett, and she's a little older to where she's aware or they'll have their own separation anxiety, and it's kind of crippling, bro. You kind of just feel bad leaving the house. First time Charles and I left the house to go on a date, and Rue was like aware that we were leaving, and she was getting at that age to where, she's like reaching or crying, and it doesn't seem like they're going to have fun with the babysitter. And you kind of just feel like you're leaving them there to get tortured. You're driving away from the driveway, just thinking in their mind, they probably got like an animal brain. They probably think we're not coming back. Like this is it. And it's the saddest thing in the world. You kind of just don't know you and your wife sitting there, and all you're doing is talking about the kid until you get to dinner. And you have to like tell yourselves like, hey, we have to enjoy this meal.
Yes.
Then you eat kind of faster. Are we going to get dessert? Oh, well, we got to get home. We'll skip dessert, and you're kind of just racing home. You just feel so bad leaving them. That'll come too.
Dude, that will hit.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I didn't feed Scarlett. I gave Hillary the bottle, and I was like, I think this will help in the long run if you actually kick off this little babysit 2-hour sesh with like a feeding.
With the dub.
With the
Easy dub. Quick game. Quarterback's a little nervous.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get a quick one out there. Quick out, quick slant, something to the flats,
Nice
maybe a
and easy.
screen. Maybe let's just hand the ball off. Here's the
Hand the
ball. It's a
ball off.
bottle.
Maybe, block. Oh,
Yeah. Start you off with a quick win. Yeah.
quick win. And I was like, Scarlett's going to be like, oh, that's formula lady that fed me. And now she's playing me T-Swift. Hillary kind of rips.
Yeah. All right, let's dive. We got a lot of stuff to cover in the episode. We have a lot of comments. And I was writing down a lot of comments and more so just names to shout out because last week's episode was obviously very emotional at one point when I was talking about when Garrett shot over an awesome comment talking about how he listened to the voicemail. It really struck your boy as empathizing with somebody who lost their parent, understanding that their parent won't really get to know your kid. It's just something. My mom passed away before Rue was born when Charles, my wife, was pregnant. Really hit your boy hard.
Yep.
Kind of got off the rails for a moment. It was an obvious emotional state that I needed to lean into. I do appreciate you guys for sitting with your boy during that moment because it was very awkward and different for me in that moment. But all of the comments, all of the messages, everybody that's been engaging, everybody that's been talking about how they lost somebody close to them, they lost a parent, or just putting their arm around me in the comment section.
Yeah,
I shout out a lot of names. Sumner, I'm going to just read a list because there were so many. I'm doing my best to shout out everybody. Sumner Darlington, Ian Natch, Jib, Kennedy LeBlanc, Brittany Underwood, Austin Barnett, Vladis Man on the Planet, Danny Sereno, Clifton Jones, Evan Snyder, Life of Saya, Hambonius Rex, Andres, sorry about this, brother. Chades, Avenged Nick, BMO 54, Paul Johnson, Flat River Boy, grew up in Park Hills. Said he watched me back when I played in RGFL. So this is a young Thundercat, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. He says he now has 13 kids. That was not a typo. He has three sets of twins.
No, he doesn't.
You got 3 sets of twins. After the second clip, buddy, you gotta shut it down. Noah Adams, Tanner Stevens, Andre Cady, Kim Hickey, Nathaniel Sachs. There were a bunch also that I was reading in the in Spotify as well. If you go to our Spotify, again, make sure you hit that little plus button and make sure you're following the For the Dads brand.
Of course.
Can't encourage the following and subscribing.
Hambonius Rex, repeat offender, by the way.
Yeah, he's a big timer.
Legend.
He's a big timer in the For the Dad. She's a tier 1 across the board, busting with the boys, For the Dads, everything. But Jake Ballman, Jaden Bybee, Bennett. I'm reading the Spotify comments right now. Boss Dijon.
Like the mustard.
Yeah, Zane A, Matt, Noterman, just everybody, man. Honestly, it was really cool. I got a FaceTime last week from a buddy of mine. Shout out Logan, we were kind of talking about the episode at first, and I was like, have you listened to this week's? Because he was like, hey, I've been loving the For the Dad stuff. I've been seeing buddies of mine that are following and like your channel that I haven't spoken to in a long time. It's just really cool to see what the brand's doing. And the episodes have been great. I'm like, have you listened to this week's? And he was like, oh, tell me about this week's. I was like, I was starting to tell him. I was honestly starting to get emotional again as I'm trying to tell him. Last week was, last week will go down as the most emotional week that Willie C had. Reading comments, seeing the clip that you guys made and kind of like seeing it again and reliving it. But he calls me like 10 minutes later on FaceTime and he's just in the middle of crying. And it was kind of like I wasn't in the state of crying anymore. I tried popping a joke to make it light. Everybody's just been super cool. And it's cool to see everybody in the community rally around just each other, share their stories, be vulnerable with us. So thank you guys. We do have comments here that we're going to rip. Some more fun comments this week.
We have fun.
We can't just be just over and over up-tempo crying offense. Crying is fucking cool, by the way, though.
It is.
Hey, PT6ICKOS. It's your boy, Fat Stafford, here for a quick little ad break. And we're brought to you by Form Energy today. Now, while I'm working on the site, I'm putting a hard day's work in. I got to stay fully energized. I got to stay locked in because there ain't no room for mistakes when you're working, okay? If you're wondering why I'm wearing this, it is Spooktober. I'm trying to wear something different in the office every day or so. And today I'm a blue collar man, blue collar American man. So shout out all those blue collar American man PT6ers. This one's for you. Now, Form Energy delivers the best in class taste with natural flavors and zero sugar. Form Energy has a natural caffeine derived from green tea, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Available flavors are Screaming Freedom. Come on. That's our Rocket Pop inspired flavor. Grape Smash, Blue Blitz, and Orange Fury. Now, Form Energy is available at 7-Eleven nationwide. Y'all know, Chef, I don't even have to tell you, dude. When I'm leaving the site, where's the first place I go? I hit that 7-Eleven, man. I got to get my snacks. I got to get my drinks going. And it looks like my drink, which it always is, it's going to be Form Energy. Because from October 13th through October 22nd, you can find Form Energy for only $1 at 7-Eleven with 7 rewards. That's their app, y'all. And that's actually an easy app. I got that one on my phone. That's an easy one. I like 7 rewards. It's perfect for those that put in the work. Them blue collar types. Example, for the person that wakes up in the morning and gets a workout in, puts in a full day work, still gives it their all when they come home. Man, Form Energy, we do the work. Thank you, Form.
Can I interject one quick note?
Yeah.
I want to thank you for sharing what you did. And I thought it was really cool. And just how it personally affected me. Called my mom instantly after the podcast, dude. Cried with my mom. And it was fucking sick. And what you did was incredible. You're a legend.
Thank you. I don't want to add. I truly, it's like if I add and start
That's
talking
okay.
about it again, it'll feel. You know what I mean?
It'll feel. Just so y'all
The
know.
parent stuff, the mom stuff, just all of it, bro. Feel.
Willie C has never done this in the history of bussin'. After that episode, you took an hour nap in the shop.
An emotional nap. And I do, when I woke up, I appreciated that the doors were shut because they weren't at first. I kind of was sitting there and I was like, I'm going to watch, forget what it was, either like it's on a Friday. So it's either like make some posts or like watch some film on the NFL, like watch the All 22, like dive into some of that stuff. And I kind of just got to where I was starting to be a sleepy boy.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of put the hat over the face and the lazy boy that we got. And I was just hopeful. I'm like, hopefully guys don't come in and like mess with me or do a joke or come up and take a photo and post it. Like I was like, I'm just going to get I'm going to get a nap in.
Thankfully, Derek, you say it.
Well, I was just going to say, it was kind of like when dad falls asleep and you're like, oh, we should change your channel. And mom's like, don't mess with dad.
Yeah.
And like people were like trying to go in and we're like, don't go in there yet. Like people were like, hey, is Will in there? We're like, don't open the door. Like, don't open the door. Put the AC on.
Give the boy a second.
Yeah.
Just give him a second.
And it was truly an hour nap.
Yeah.
Like I woke up, the door, you guys had shut the doors. It was me, who was one of the last ones in here? Maybe Clump.
Yeah.
Because most everybody was gone.
Ryan was here.
I was kind of bummed I didn't get to say bye to you guys. I did wake up. I was like, man, everybody. It was a much needed nap.
It was.
The week of travel and everything else, and then that emotional one. Because we shaved out. I didn't watch that moment on YouTube. I know when we got done, I was kind of up in the air about cutting a lot of stuff out because I was feeling very awkward and I hate the way my voice cracks and doing the whole pod. And then I was just kind of like, hey, you guys listen to it. I trust you guys. Whatever you want to cut out, if you think it's necessary, if you feel like it'll be, if people, connect with it and it'll be helpful, you guys do your thing with it.
Yeah.
But I know,
Chef.
did you edit out stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I edited a decent bit, but nothing like dialogue wise. I really think that there's maybe like 3 or 4 words I cut, and that was kind of like what you guys don't see is like producer talk where Will might go like, you might want to cut this or something. Like that's all that was. But pretty much everything said I kept because I thought it was really important. I thought that there was like a lot that resonates with the people who watch this, and I think it's important that they, see that. And I'd speak from my side. I don't think it was awkward at all. I think you're having a moment that's universal, and eventually pretty much everyone will understand. So
Yeah.
For sure.
It's one of those where I'm like, I'm driving afterwards or thinking about it afterwards. And usually like when a moment like that's happening, not to say like I'm usually alone and I want to be alone, because I think like, okay, I'm usually alone when that happens, and it's like, oh, it's always good to have somebody there with you or whatever the case, like support system around. But usually like as anybody who has like a tough moment like that, usually you feel much more comfortable it's happening, whether it's in your car or at home alone, whatever it is. And for it to be happening in front of you guys, when, especially the moment where I had to kind of just sit to the side and I'm like, all right, I have to have this moment. I can't like get out of this moment.
Yeah.
Then to look up and see that you guys were, being the way you were. And thank you for being a good friend. All you guys. Much
Absolutely.
appreciated. Should we get into some fun comments?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll kick it off. Coach Webb on YouTube. Coach Webb 9903. Best part of the pod is the tears. Crying is cool, Coach Webb. So glad I have a scheduled time to cry each week. Another fun one. Josh Thompson, 6364, best podcast I listened to this year. Will, I totally felt that emotion, Josh. I appreciate the comment, brother. Junior Lee BK on YouTube. I fucking love this podcast. So many lessons in here for everyone. This might be for the dads at its core, but in my opinion, it's, I like this, for the soul.
Ooh.
Thanks for speaking from the heart, boys. Dude, thank you, Junior.
Snaps. Lindy Roker, 5535 on YouTube said, just wanted to say how much I love this podcast. My fiance put me on it, and I've been hooked from the beginning. We aren't parents yet, but I can't tell you how much more excited you guys have made us to become members of MT6 and PT6 one day. You have given all of us listeners a refreshing and realistic perspective on parenting. I'm all in for the roller coaster of emotions I experienced listening to this show too. Laughing 1 minute and then crying the next. Real men, in parentheses, and women cry. And crying is totally cool. Thank you so much for sharing your lives, your hearts with us, and making this podcast incredible.
I love that comment. It is. It's like when you're sitting there, like, what clips do I want to post? It's like you got the emotional one. There's some I'm seeing in the comments that are alluding to the speech or the moment last week after, my man got himself out of the trenches. And then there's like, I got the Bane mask on. You think this bottle is your ally?
We literally
laughing, crying, motivational speeches. Like, all right, how are we going to approach this week on the internet?
Yes, we have a clip that took me a day and a half to edit because it's a funny part of the podcast, but my eyes look like I just got pepper sprayed. And so I had to add the context of us reading sad comments at the beginning of it, then transitions to, I'm out of underwear. I'm wearing a European swimsuit. That's the joke. There you go. And like my eyes just look awful. Ugh. But yeah, the pod is sick, dude.
We're having fun.
Sick.
We're having fun. Man.
KJ for the dads, PT6ICKOS. That's his full handle.
PT6ICKOS?
Please let me read that again because this is his official handle. KJ for the dads, PT6ICKOS.
Yeah. That's somebody too that's probably I haven't looked or we haven't circled back on it, but the Reddit page we talked about, we need the squad out there to make that. This is somebody that's KJ, in the trenches.
KJ on the front line.
Yeah.
He's got the light machine gun. He's not carrying around the submachine gun. He said, cried. Ordered for the dad's merch, cried again. Love you, boys. We are never hitting on the odds of not crying. Thank you, KJ.
Thank you, KJ. Another one or?
I got Katie. Katie Jossenhans. What a cool name. As a mom who grew up in a family where we're proud of our last name, it was sad to think my kids wouldn't have that as part of theirs. When I got married, I moved my maiden name to my middle name. And now I plan to give my kids that name as their middle name too. That way, we can all say that we are a part of the Cash family.
I love
you
that.
heard that right. I went from Katie Cash to Katie Josenhans. But my boys, and I'm so sorry if I'm just absolutely, is it Josenhans?
Usually, yeah. However you say it's cool, man.
Josenhans.
You can't expect us to just be dialed in on some of the names.
Katie Josenhans. But yeah, Katie Cash and Katie Josenhans. But my boys will always be a part of the Cash clan, and I am so damn proud of that. Thank you,
that's a subtle parent hack right there. That's a mom hack. That's a mom, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mom hack right there. Juan Patino 956 on YouTube, longtime listener to the bus, and have to say For the Dads is the best new member of Step Papa Team 6 of two wonderful kids, 5 and 6. All your stories and advice helped me tremendously. Keep up the good work, boys. Love Step Papa Team 6.
Step Papa Team 6.
If you're a good one. And it sounds like he's setting a good example for stepdads. Life of Saya, somebody I shouted out with a great comment. This is Saya's comment. This pod has been a huge help with the day-to-day of dad life, a place to feel like I can just hang out and vent and say the things that we all have on our minds, both the deep and not so deep stuff, the things that we go through. Shout out you. And one more from Nuke 50 on YouTube. Willie One Shelf make me cry on a damn construction site. Just another reason why I love you guys and love this show. Wednesdays can't come soon enough. No, they can't, brother.
Hey, come on.
No, they can't.
Gaming Riot 101 says, what's up? I'm new to the channel, but I'm expecting my first child. He is a boy and his name is River. I'm only 21.
Shout out River.
Shout out River. And I'm nervous about I am nervous about it, but we have a great support system. I'd like to hear from some of you guys. So sorry. Let me regroup here. I would like to hear some of your guys' hardest and best moments about being a first-time dad. My name is Austin Witchman, by the way. I'm in Papa Team 6 officially now.
What's sparking some emotion for you?
Hardest and best moments of being a first-time dad. I would say hardest moments is getting into the rhythm of the infancy stage, like the newborn stage. That was the hardest part for me. It was a definite learning curve. But once I got it down, I got it down. It's a lot of people talk about like skiing is very like hard to master, but it's like very easy to pick up. Whereas snowboarding is a little bit harder to pick up, but a lot easier to master. I feel like bringing up a newborn is like snowboarding. It's kind of hard to pick up, but once you get the hang of it, you're going to start ripping.
Good to go. Yeah, dude, I could not imagine being a father at 21.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, like, well done to him for being locked in at the age. The thought of a 21-year-old Sherman being a dad is a scary one.
I know it's hard for a lot of young parents that have kids that young, and whether it was planned or unplanned, I think the most important thing that this young man can do is accept whatever the reality is of his situation. And I'm not saying it wasn't planned. I'm not saying he didn't want this. I'm just almost assumptive because he's 21. But accept whatever reality you have. And dude, it's got to be the number one priority in your life on nailing down fatherhood. It just does. It does with all the, there's honestly a sick lesson that I came across, or a sick like philosophy that I think is going to be like a newfound thing. Like in my life and world, there's like a North Star Mount Rushmore of philosophies that I'll hit later in the episode. But man, write down what your priorities are, what you want to be as a father. Write it down and be as clear as possible. Who do I want to be as a dad, especially as a young man, bro? Because you're very young. I don't know everything you have going on in your life. I'm sure you're trying to balance what you want to do in this world, what kind of dad you want to be, and I would say give yourself some grace and not feeling urgent and rushed into figuring out whether it's career, school, whatever is going on in your world. You're going to have a lot of pressure and a lot of stress being a young dad, being at 21. But bro, get as clear as you possibly can. If this podcast is something you enjoy listening to and feel like you get help from, stay glued to it, because there's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations in your relationship, in fatherhood, in all of it, bro. But yeah, I thought you had great advice. It's like, man, it's going to feel overwhelming with a newborn, your first one. Once you get it down, you're going to get it down, but make sure you keep the main thing when it comes to fatherhood, bro, and prioritize it, because it's difficult. And I'm speaking as somebody who was a dad at, Rue is 3, so 33, 34 years old.
Yeah. 32 for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like it was helpful for me, I guess, like later to become a dad. I truly couldn't imagine, but dude, if I give you advice, it's the same kind of things that we talk about. I say to myself all the time, like, nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah.
Focus, be as clear as you possibly can, and stay glued to whatever that clarity is, whatever you have written down, stay glued to it, because that's what you're going to need to look at and lean on and constantly think about. The self-talk all the time with all the pressure that you'll have in this world. But good on you for writing in. I appreciate you writing in, bro.
Yes. Austin,
Appreciate you writing in.
Thank you for writing in. And if it is one of those situations where you are trying to do school, balance that. There was a guy that I went to Baylor with, shout out Jimmy, he had an accident, child, or a surprise child, his senior year of high school. And he absolutely ripped as a dad and was a full-on college student, like living on campus, co-parenting with mom. It was like truly something special to get to watch. It's really cool when like people are kind of thrust into responsibility and how they can handle that.
Yeah.
Because 21-year-old Sherman that was shirtless with a Pikachu mask on, drinking on a rooftop, was not ready to be a dad at 21. But Jimmy absolutely mastered it, handled it. And I still follow him on Instagram. I see pictures of him and his little girl, and he rips. He's an awesome dad.
Yeah. I have an email here from Zach Zig.
Oh, Zach Zig.
Hey, boys, big fans of the podcast. Love listening to you guys every week. We're going to call this a shitty situation story. I have two boys aged 1 and 2. 202 boys. Whew.
Yeah.
Buddy, how Rue does soccer each week?
Bro, please keep on taking more and more videos of that.
Oh, yeah. I posted on my story, like all the being boys.
Yes.
And then Rue's just locked in, foot on the ball. She's in her ready position.
Staring the coach down.
Bro, the boys, man, are just different animals. That's when I sit there and I'm like, girls run the world.
Yeah.
Like, these boys are idiots. Like, I'm thinking, good on you, Rue. We got to find the killer instinct a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting back there like a proud pappy, just watching these boys like wrestle, pick up the ball, like do all the things, get upset at each other. Like, boys, they just feel like a different animal.
Yeah.
It was last year on a Saturday. I believe Nebraska was playing Ohio State that week. Both the boys are already down for their morning nap. Huskers are on. Life is good, right? Boy, was I wrong. The boys started waking up from their nap right around the 2-minute warning. I told the wife, and this is when we had
Close
Ohio
game.
State on their heels.
Close
bro.
game.
The Huskers had Ohio State on their heels was it at Columbus?
It was pre-Holgerson. Imagine if Merlin had Holgerson.
We had Holgerson. We get out.
You
there
win
with
that
W.
one.
I told the wife I would go get them at halftime. I walk into the room, and the stench that hit my nose quite literally knocked my dick in the dirt. It was the worst smelling shit I have smelt in my life. I thought that was the end of the shitty situation, but once I regained consciousness, I look up and see they both smeared their diarrhea diapers all over everything. The wall, the crib, the sheets, anything you could think of, there was shit on it. They were also covered in shit head to toe. I was deep in the trenches. That was just a little story from a family that has 2 boys. We're adding a little girl here at the end of October. Go Big Red. Love you guys. Sent from my iPhone. The little sent from my iPhone at the bottom.
Was it an email? Was it actually
email? They got the little tag at the bottom. Go Big Red, having a little Spooktober girl at the end of the month. Congratulations to you. That's a good laugh.
Hey, good for him. And Iowa fans, refrain from any nasty comments of leave it to some Huskers to rub poop all over themselves.
Yeah, leave it to Huskers to let it get out of hand in such a way that there's shit all over the place. Like, that to me that's code red. That's get the boys out. Accept that you're about to smell and be shitty, or take them outside, get the hose, water them down, and say to yourself, this is worse than the time the raccoons got stuck in the copier.
Yeah.
Chuckle about the old Anchorman movie, and pray to God wife's up there cleaning up the room. I know I wouldn't want to clean the room.
Oh, they had Sex Panther in the room.
Yeah.
That's essentially what was going on.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, good on. What was his name again? Sorry.
Zach Zieg.
Thank you for that email. That was hilarious. Vincent writes in on YouTube. He says, seeing the end of the road in sight. Wife is 37 weeks pregnant with our first, and it's a baby boy. And we're getting induced in 3 days. Everything is finally starting to kick in. All the feelings, emotions, and thoughts are running through my mind faster than I can understand. So many worries I keep thinking about. But I know I've got this podcast to watch every Wednesday, and you boys have got me ready to tackle anything coming my way. Appreciate what you guys are doing.
Shout out the boy, man.
Yo,
Thank
shout
you.
out the boy, dude.
Thank you for the comment.
That gets me stoked that like somebody's going into something with confidence. Because I will say, this weekend, I would not be going into it with the confidence I have if it wasn't for this show. And I mean that.
The fire's good, man.
So I'm feeling what Vincent's feeling.
This one's from Waylon Ransom. This comes from the social media platform X.
Oh, nice.
Gentlemen, I've been given the honor and privilege to coach my daughter's 4th grade Powderpuff flag football team. What an honor. We will be playing the 3rd grade squad. It's 8v8.
Oh.
This is my coaching debut. Any advice for coaching or pregame speech advice would be appreciated. This game will be October 12th around 3 p.m. Hopefully I can update y'all after the huge win. What's the date right now? It's the 3rd, so he'll get to listen to this before the game kicks off. This is a deep water conversation. This is a deep water speech.
Are they the underdogs in this?
This is a 4th grade team. They're playing the 3rd graders.
They're playing the 3rd grade team.
So this should be bully ball.
This should be bully ball.
Bully ball.
Establish the run.
Yeah. There you go, Chef.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had anything else. You started.
Just let's first drive. Just power gap scheme the whole time.
Does this 3rd grade?
You got a year advantage on them.
Yeah. Do you think this 3rd grade team understands what it's like when 4th graders put their paws on them?
Fuck no.
This is a deep water situation where we're going to take this team. We're going to run the football. I don't know if you can blitz. I doubt you can blitz. However, reroute, get your hand on these little fucking 3rd graders. Because what we're going to do in this ball game is we're going to take them 1 foot at a time into deeper and deeper water until we can hold them underwater and the bubbles stop.
Yep.
That's the kind of game we're about to have. And if you have any doubt in your mind, go sit with your parents. I don't know if that's, you got to make sure you're the only adult in the room telling them this kind of speech, because we're talking about like holding 3rd graders underwater, which, by the way, this is also a fun, humorous podcast for any, Karen, somebody be sitting there like, oh shit, why is he saying that? No, this is the kind of football game. We're trying to win a football game. We're trying to motivate however we can. I do have some, there you go, Sherm. He's getting ready for this football game right now. I do have some, as somebody who, like when I was in high school, it was my junior year, all-state wide receiver, safety.
Offers from Notre Dame.
Yeah, something like that.
Other D1.
That's not what we're talking about.
That's not what we're talking. Not a football
in my
podcast.
free time, after practice, high school, I was a head coach of a 4th grade team, tackle football. I was a head coach. I go to the RJFL fields. We practice twice a week. Did we go undefeated or did we go 5-1? We might have lost a game. But having experience in this mode, there's some plays out there to be made. If you can get these 4th graders understanding some jet sweep, handing the ball, getting to the edge, because I'm telling you, these 3rd graders, their eyes are going to be in the backfield.
Yep.
If you can hit the perimeter with some jet sweeps, and I made a halftime adjustment that I still think about to this day, because I would get in a power eye formation, because you're not throwing the ball very much in 4th grade.
No.
You're not throwing the ball. You might like lob one up if you catch them. You get the tight end down the seam, but you're playing power football. This is man on man. Like they're going to feel you.
Yeah.
I would get in a power eye and I'd be running, 26 power. I'd be doing, sweeps, everything else. And I realized as I'm sitting back there as the head man in the OC watching the defense perform, their eyes are in the backfield. They're going to go with whatever way the flow feels. They're going to over pursue, right? Especially when they're getting gashed up the middle or getting gashed on the perimeter. The defensive coordinator in the back is going to be telling his second level, his backers, I got to see you take off. Yeah. Once you see this happen, that's where the ball's going. That's where you got to go. I would get in the power eye to where you line up 3 running backs, right? And what a halftime adjustment I made is we'd be hitting the 28 sweeps on them, 27 sweeps on them, to where you get the second level over pursuing.
Yeah.
And the adjustment I ended up making, hey, I want a full 28 sweep. That's the optics I want. Everybody else, you hear 28 sweep. I told the quarterback and the running back, here's what you're going to do. You're going to jab step like it's 28, and you're going to go the backside and hit the 7 hole, and you're going to be running scot-free.
That's called a counter, baby.
Yeah, that's called a counter. However, the only one that needs counter footwork is the running back and the quarterback who knows he's faking it this way and then dishing it out to him on the left.
And he gone.
Yeah, he gone. I don't need anybody pulling backside. This is going to be wide open. So one jab step, once you get them over pursuing in the first half, you come back in the second half, they over pursue, boom, foot in the ground, you're out the back door the other way.
Yep.
88 out the gate.
And we're talking, this is girls flag football, correct? This is Powderpuff, okay? Shirts need to be tucked in. No ponies. You need French braids. Ponies are going to come loose. Hair's going to get in the face. All the girls need to show up in French braids.
Yeah.
No ponies.
And get the eye black.
Get the eye black out.
If you don't want to use the deep water analogy, this is the eye black game.
This is the eye black game. But hey, make it fun for them, because the little ones, when they're having fun, that's when the magic happens. So keep it fun, keep it light, but we also need to end some lives tonight.
Yeah.
And
you know what's fun, Sherm? Winning. Imposing your will.
Hey,
seeing the other team not have fun anymore.
I met this guy the other day. He was having so much fun. Guess what? He wasn't. A loser. You ever met a loser having a lot of fun, Will?
No, I haven't.
Hey, I will say this to you. Get a running back that is the shortest girl on your team, because there is something very strange with flag football with the younger generation of leaning down and pulling a flag. Doesn't matter if she has a whole lot of speed. If she's down low and people are having to reach down for her flags, they will miss her.
Because at that age, they're not as good at dropping their hips, coming to balance.
No. And so if you have a back with a low center of gravity, even if it's not the shiftiest person on your team, but has some good speed, tote the rock, tote the rock, tote the rock.
Yeah. You need to go into that game and before you walk on the field, you need to know that your team, there is no smiling happening.
No.
This is a focused bunch. This is, hey, we dropped this game right here. There are no snow cones post-game.
Yeah. And if anybody's giggling, back of the line. Back of the line. You see another one giggling, back of the line. Because the third graders, all they need to see is the mean mugs of the fourth graders. Because there will be some giggling. Let's not fool ourselves. These are fourth grade girls. There's going to be some giggling. Hey, girls, get out there. Mean mug it. Blah, blah, blah. There's going to be some good back of the line.
Yeah.
You're not leading this team out. You're going to be giggling.
Yeah. I'd stop practice.
Oh, yeah, dude. You're running laps.
We wouldn't run laps, but I'd be like, do you want to tell everybody else the joke? Because we're trying to run a 26 counter right now, and your footwork is awful.
Hey, Will's got something funny for everybody. Will, what do you got? It looked funny when you're telling Johnny.
Oh, you're done telling the joke. All right, can we get back to work?
And walk out the Skrilla, obviously. The Kids Bop Skrilla. Yeah.
Thank you for shooting us that comment, Waylon. We are excited to hear how this football game went.
Where is it being played?
Does not say. However, it's on October 12th around 3 p.m.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm free the 12th, so I
if you,
wanted to
listen,
go and
you make a halftime adjustment or you hit a jet sweep on the perimeter, I do expect a phone. I expect a video.
Yeah, we got to have video. And the walkout to the Kids Bop Skrilla. That would go hard.
Sorry, I'm thinking ball right now. I'm thinking how I can, it's 8v8, so you're not going to have, you can stack your line of scrimmage. You get a jet sweep person going, you got to see what the defense is doing on the jet sweep. Because let's just say you're jetting to the right.
Yeah.
Even numbers, that's the right side.
Yeah.
Say you're jetting to the right, but you're running a 27, a 25. You're running something to the left side. You want to see what the second level is doing. Are they pursuing the jet sweep or are they moving with the line of scrimmage in the backfield? That right there is going to tell you how you can open them up all game.
The only thing I'm worried about is that corner the third grade corner, she's out there. She hasn't been paying attention all game. She's sleeping. She's picking flowers. She's doing whatever.
Yeah. But that right there is you got to challenge your tight end or your tackle. You win on the first step because I need you to capture that outside arm.
Yeah. Yeah. At the playground rocking with my classmates. But yeah, let us know how it goes.
Should we get into some dad wins and losses?
Yes.
11:48 right now. Got to keep it under an hour.
Gotta keep it under an hour. I have a dad loss. That
I need you to say it because
what's going on?
I'm trying hard to find a dad loss.
Oh, okay. You had a good
but
week.
I might have had
You had a good week.
It's just I feel like my wife and I we're very busy.
Yeah.
We're dialed.
Yeah.
And again, it's more of like not necessarily dad losses. It's just, when my wife's got to run double duty.
Yeah. Y'all are filling a lot of gaps. So if there are any misses, it's like, hey, they're filling gaps. So
it's more just about the support I can provide provide for Charo, around Charo.
Yeah.
Intentional time for us. One thing that we are doing, staycation tonight. It's Friday night.
Oh.
Mom and dad, got a staycation.
Where y'all
downtown Nashville. 4 Seasons.
4 Seasons?
Yeah.
Ayo.
We got a little spa set up. Massages happening around 4:30 today. A little dinner reservation.
Keep it under an hour.
Middle of the afternoon. Go early check in. Rest of the day together. Tomorrow morning together.
Surf and turf? What you getting for dinner?
At Shockwave.
All right then. I was going to make a joke on steak preparation, but it didn't feel right. Did not feel right.
But yeah, I'm very fired up about that.
No, that's awesome.
Very fired up about that.
Y'all deserve that. Y'all both been going and blowing. And I feel like Jill saying, come on. But I feel like...
Gonna be going. She gonna be going and blowing. 5 seconds later. Repetition, sweetheart. I'm not as good as I once was.
Maybe next time we can go on an actual vacation. Since this is the same thing we already do.
We should catch up on some sleep, right?
Hey, big day tomorrow. Big day. Huskers play. What was I even going to say? Oh, dad loss.
Yeah.
It that fires me up that you don't really have a dad loss. I don't really have a dad loss either, except for last night. I told you the report card was out the last 2 weeks. Jill's been grading me strict because she's about to go out of town. And I phoned up last night and I fed Scarlett 30 minutes earlier than what she actually feeds at, which then turned into a conversation of, do you even know our daughter's schedule? What are we doing, Sherman? She never takes her bath at 6:30. Why did you put her in a bath at 6:30? And she has a bottle in her mouth before 7? She's not even in bed till 7:30. This is going to mess up the whole sleep schedule. And I'm like, honey, it's fine. It's going to be great, blah, blah, blah. Last night was miserable. Scarlett slept terrible. Jill was right. We got her off her schedule. And she had a terrible night's sleep. But Jill did.
Before she leaves.
Before she left. But Jill did apologize to me. She was like, hey, I came down on you too hard. I
You're
apologize.
trying. It's not lack of effort.
Thank you.
It's not lack of effort.
She was like, I know where your head was at, because she told me before she was going to go get her nails done and all that stuff for the bachelorette party. And she was like, hey, she cannot fall asleep right before bedtime or she won't go to bed. And so I'm playing with her. I'm keeping her awake. She's starting to doze off. I'm like, oh, well, she loves when I change her. So I go change her because I'll keep her awake. And then I'm like, oh, well, I already got her naked. Let's do bath time. Because it's probably close to bath time right now. Didn't check my phone. Put her in the bath. I was in the right headspace. But it didn't translate well.
But just for the moms out there, you can coach technique. You can't coach effort. If your man's got the effort going, if you were 30 minutes late, to me that's more of a hammer down conversation.
Yeah.
We're 30 minutes early. Let's coach the technique.
Yeah.
Let's understand that you are playing fast and you're playing with a lot of effort. You do care and you're on it. You're just on it a little early.
And you should see me doing bath time, dude. I truly was operating. And for anybody that's never given a newborn a bath, I mean, it's like you got to have one hand on the towel because you can't do two hands on the baby and then be reaching for the towel because they're wet and slippery and they're going to get cold and they're going to start crying.
Yeah.
So you got to have the towel quick.
Yeah.
I was operating.
Yeah.
I kind of crushed it, except for the fact that I did everything like 45 to 30 minutes.
You were so prepared. You guessed a little bit before the play started.
Yeah, dude. And coach came back around, like Jill came back around and totally was like, she really did. She was like,
she's like, hey, right here, use your eyes. See the entire formation.
It's all good. The line's moving that way. Your eyes are on the back.
Yeah.
In case of the counter.
Yeah. You took what we did in individual period and you are applying it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to slow you down. Keep playing with that much effort. It's showing up every week. Your preparation, the speed you're playing at.
Thank you.
Let's widen the vision a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because the game ain't like the individual drills.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But that was my dad loss. It wasn't that big of a dad loss.
No, not that bad.
We're kind of operating. But that does mean we're kind of due for a big one.
This weekend
Knock
for
on
sure. I meant for you.
I know you meant for me. I said I was due for a dad loss, and you said this weekend.
I thought you meant big one, like big win. Minor set. I saw it as minor setback, major comeback.
Okay. Then I'm fully. I'm on board. Death.
I'll be tapping in. I'll be tapping in each day.
Yeah, tap in.
I'll be tapping in
because I'll need it. I'll need it. That scared me for a second. I was like, oh,
by the way, Spooktober. You know one of the rules: embracing the spook.
Yeah,
once a weekend.
Yeah.
We will be going to a park. Some pumpkin patch type park, a little Halloween themed park. If you do want to join.
When?
I'll tell you after.
All right.
I'll tell you after.
Bet.
I think it would be fun as well.
No, it would be fun.
This is like a smaller scale one.
Yes.
Not one where it's like we're talking Gentry Farms and stuff. And I'm like, hey, Sherm, you could tag along. But I know Jill would want to be part of that too. So we'll wait for Jill to get home.
Yeah.
This is a smaller one that I do. It's like, this is one where you get out of the house, maybe get a couple photos, shoot them to the wifey. Hey, well, look at PT6.
Hunting trip.
Look at Fat Stafford crushing this one.
Hunting trip all but confirmed for later this year.
This is one you go to, and you could go to this one every weekend.
Oh.
Like it's just a good little outing.
It's a little fun one.
Yep. Good little outing.
Okay, well, that's perfect. Also, I might be playing PUBG tonight.
Staycation. One night, I can tomorrow.
Okay.
I can tomorrow.
Okay. I forgot
This is all mom and dad time tonight.
I forgot about staycation. That is on me.
Yeah.
That is on me.
But I'll be back in action tomorrow.
Okay, come on.
Come on.
PT6ers, we're back with another sponsor that we are proudly sponsored by True Classic. Now, when I'm leaving the work site and I'm coming home and my sweet honey, Jelly Bean, says, now you get all cleaned up. I know you had a hard day at work. You get all cleaned up and you put on that cute little outfit and take me out on town. Y'all already know what I'm putting on, baby. And I'm transformed into a new man with the power of True Classic. Now, Jelly Bean loves the way that I look in the True Classic shirts, whether that's the Pima shirt or the OGs. And fall is here, guys, so we also have some True Classic hoodies. So you can stay comfy, cozy, but still look cool, still look sharp, and it has a great fit. But here's the cool part. True Classic just launched a boys line. For the boy dads out there, you can match, and honestly, it's way better than those awkward family photo outfits or cheesy pajamas. You get to show up together, feel comfortable, and actually look good doing it. The crazy thing is, True Classic has already sold over 25 million shirts to more than 5 million repeat customers with over 200,000 five-star reviews. So I'm definitely not the only dad who figured this out. You can find them at Amazon, Target, Costco, and Sam's Club locations, or just head to trueclassic.com/for-the-dads. Trust me, grab one and you'll thank me later. trueclassic.com/for-the-dads. Let's get back to this episode.
My crack a cold one this week is going to go to our sitter, taught Rue a little game, but it's like a gratitude game. It's called Rose and Thorn. Like, what was your rose of the day? What was your thorn of the day?
Oh.
So your rose of the day is like something you were grateful for, something you had fun with, something that made you really happy. Your thorn of the day is something that potentially bothered you or something that made you upset. I thought it was a really good way. Like, Rue's bringing this game up to me. She's like, Dad, let's play Rose and Thorn. Rose and Thorn. I'm like, all right, well, what's Rose and Thorn? What I missed? I was going for
where do I hide?
24 hours.
What do I wear?
Yeah. But she starts naming her rose and thorn to where I'm understanding what she's saying. She's rattling off an entire list for her rose.
What was her
fun,
rose?
Like playing with Dada.
Oh, okay.
Like Scotty making her laugh, like getting to play with Mama, seeing Mama in the morning, things that she might have done at school. Like students that made her laugh or getting to play a game outside.
For sure.
She's like rattling off a list.
Snacks.
Yeah.
Good snacks.
And her thorn was Mama not getting to see her play.
Oh.
What about Dada? Dada didn't get to be at school either. Right? Dada didn't get to see me play either. All right. I needed that one. That's a thorn. I get that.
Could have said that one first. But.
Yeah. Scotty, like if Rue's playing and Scotty goes and like, just being Scottzilla. Like Rue will be trying to build this little foam robot where like magnetizes. And Scotty comes over and she just, and she just starts like screaming. Rue starts screaming and Scotty just got a smile and like grabbing at the foam robot. Like, Rue, come play over here. Like, play over in this spot. I'll move Scotty here. Try to give her the remote so Scotty's occupied so Rue can build this robot.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear, she'll drop the robot, lean and get on the ground, and then you'll hear, and she'll be like, Scotty, Dada. And I'm like, Scotty, no. And then when I'm like yelling like that, I'm like, Scotty, no. And Rue just gets in like, she just got through into the ocean type of scream. Like a horror movie's happening because Scotty's getting close to her. And I can't help it. I'm going over there like laughing and so I thought, sweetheart, she thinks she's just playing with you. She doesn't know. She's kind of like Waffle. She doesn't know what's going on right now. But Rose and Thorn is a crack a cold one I really like because it also gets Rue talking about what upset her in the day. So we can talk through that. Talks about what she's grateful for, which I love. And then another crack a cold one is just embracing the spook. Charo took Rue. They went to the library yesterday and Rue came home with the book Wicked.
Oh, really?
And she was so excited to show me, like, for like Halloween and everything else.
Yes.
So embracing the spook, when your kiddos embrace the spook. Those are my crack a cold ones.
Is that Wicked like the musical?
I believe so. I think Wicked's like Wizard of Oz.
I'll be fully honest. I got dragged there when it released in theaters by the girlfriend. It was fucking awesome. That's one that I put hands up. We were walking out of there. She goes, that was incredible. And I go, that was incredible.
I forgot.
Sherm was, or not Sherm, Jack Chef. He was like, why are we going to this stupid fucking musical?
We were naming
I hate musicals.
We were naming off movies over there. I totally forgot. I'm so glad you brought this up. And you were naming movies too, Derek. Weren't you over there?
I work over there.
Yes. I couldn't remember if you were, but
I was probably over there. That is where my desk is.
I do sit right next to you, Sherman. But we were naming off all these movies. It's like LA Confidential, just like all these like dude films. And then Chef's like, hey, I'm not going to lie. It's the same story he just told. And I, behind my computer, started laughing so hard, but I was like, Wicked was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
I gotta give the nod. We were talking about how like maybe it was Crazy Rich Asians, which is another one that like any dude in their right mind. You're going to the theater, you're not thinking, let's go watch Crazy Rich Asians, but then you go watch it, and you're like, fuck, incredible.
But I still need to get on that too.
You have to.
I have to get on.
So
this
good.
weekend would be perfect.
Yeah, you get time.
That was my homework.
It wouldn't be perfect. Has Jill seen it?
Oh well. I feel like Jill probably has seen it. If I confirm with Jill and she's like, I have seen it, I love it.
Okay, then yes,
then
that's a great thing for you to do during a nap time this weekend.
Okay, perfect.
Legitimately.
Perfect. I really want to watch it.
She'll love that movie. She'll be obsessed with it.
And we need a good movie night. We've been looking for a good show and / good movie. The other thing I was going to bonus crack a cold one for me. Jill is really embracing Spooktober with our daughter. And it's kind of sick to see. Like she has, it's not a wubba nub, but it's kind of like a wubba nub, but instead of a passy attached to it, it's a blankie attached to it. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
But Jill got one with a little ghosty.
Yeah.
And then she dressed up Scarlett for October 1st for the kickoff of Spooktober. And she had what they are now calling a boo basket. So it's like a Easter basket, but for little babies on Halloween. You give them their little boo basket.
Bro, there's nothing that gets the parents. Because, you get in this lull of Halloween, right? Like, you grow up loving Halloween because you get to do the costumes. You get to dress up. You have a stint in college and stuff where you're younger, where you enjoy Halloween because the party scene and everything else. The women. Then you get like the young adulthood where it's like, Halloween, like it's another holiday, but then you have kids, bro. And Halloween juices you up because you get to get them in these cute outfits. You're embracing the theme of the month because Halloween's right around the corner.
Yep.
Some great shows and movies out there too. By the way, since we're talking about Halloween, I will say my survival kit this week is just Spooktober merch. I'm going to get the For the Dads, BWTB.com.
I love that shirt.
Spooktober merch.
I do love that shirt.
BWTB.com. We do have a lot of other, like if you're a fan of Bussin' with the Boys or you don't have kids and you're looking for Spooktober merch or things to kind of, to embrace Spooktober with us, we do have a lot of cool Spooktober merch on the site, BWTB.com. Sherm's holding it up right now. You got Spooktober, you got nothing, just chilling, killing. We have another cool Spooktober shirt on there, but you can go there and get that. That's a survival kit. But since we're on the theme of Spooktober, I do have a list. I have a list because, again, a rule of Spooktober is embracing the spook once a weekend by going to something in being festive. Pumpkin patch, a hayride, whether it's I'm drawing a blank right now, like
Jill and I went to a wildflower picking farm that had like pumpkins and stuff.
Yeah, get outside, get around some pumpkins, get around the theme of Spooktober, haunted house, whatever it is. You're doing something to embrace the spook outside.
Yeah, for sure.
Another rule is watching a Halloween themed show or movie per day. And you can either have it on, it can be quick hitters, it can be you have it on for 10 minutes, whatever it is. You're bringing the spook alive.
Yeah.
And when you have kids, you got to get creative because not everything can be a horror movie. Number one, my wife, she's got, if things get too stressful, like we can't do it over and over. I personally can't do it over and over. I call the scary, gory, ghost, paranormal activity stuff every day.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed getting to relive some nostalgic things I grew up on because now we have kids and now it's like, okay, if I'm going to embrace a spook, I want to find some movies and some shows that Rue can swap out her TV coupon for. But I have a list here of movies. Hocus Pocus. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Casper.
Casper is so good.
Casper, bro. That was one of my first. That was back in 1995. Your boy was 7 years old.
Your boy was 2.
Friendly ghost, heartwarming story. Check out Casper. They do have some TV show with it too, like on Disney.
They do. First Crush was the girl.
There you
the
go.
Casper movie.
Addams Family. Hotel Transylvania. All 4 movies.
Come on.
Transylvania too. Monsters reimagined for kids. Funny and lighthearted. Ooh. Monster House. Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
This is Tim Burton's take on Frankenstein with a boy and his dog. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
God.
It's like a Halloween Christmas crossover classic.
So good.
Goosebumps. This isn't a Rue age. This isn't 3-year-olds, but if I'm thinking of parents out there that have some older kids.
Yeah.
Maybe in that 7 range.
Yeah.
7 and up. Goosebumps. Buddy, Goosebumps was the one where the mask gets stuck on the face. That haunted me for a very long time.
Oh, dude, I hated because I loved how scary they were. I hated those movies. They got me so scared.
Yeah. Spookly, the Square Pumpkin. Perfect for the little ones.
Yes. Okay.
God.
I've never even heard of it.
This is good for the audience to figure out finding ways to kind of embrace this thing,
That's
maybe
older.
relive
That's
some.
The Square Spooklies, that's older, right?
2005.
Yeah. That's right when I was growing up.
I love that too because we're talking 05 and I'm just pulling Casper from 1995. We're like, you want a classic, a throwback. Addams Family, 1991. Hocus Pocus, 1993. But Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University. Coco, more of a Day of the Dead than Halloween, but a great family watch.
It's a good one.
It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, 1966. 1966, Chef.
Seen that one too.
Who hasn't? That's one that's where if you're in school, you're getting the old TV rolled in and you're watching some Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin. Some TV shows and specials out there. I'll rattle through these. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's some 90s Nickelodeon, spooky but not too scary.
Yeah.
Goosebumps does have a series outside of the movie. So you got the 1990 series, and you also have a 2023 Disney Plus series for Goosebumps. The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror episodes.
Oh.
That's family friendly if the kids are older.
Yeah.
Wizards of Waverly Place. That's Disney Channel magical Halloween episodes. Girl vs. Monster, a Disney Channel original.
Come on.
Halloween Town.
Come on. A lot of Disney Channel originals on Disney Plus. Jill and I were rocking those last year.
Yeah, yes. Same, bro. I got Rue on Halloween Town last year when she was 2. Halloween Town that's a fun one.
The Phantom at the Multiplex or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
All those cheesy horror movies, and they're so good.
The Phantom and the Skeleton would kind of spook Rue a little bit, and you kind of talk her off the ledge. They're good. It's going to turn around. It's going to turn around. The Worst Witch, Curious George, a Halloween Boo Fest, Mickey Mouse's A Villains and Mickey's Monster Musical. Those are good. Those are Disney Junior. Room on the Broom, a 2020 animated short, very sweet for younger kids. But those are some movies and shows for various ages to embrace Spooktober.
Those are some great recommendations. I would also throw out for the older kid crowd, Goonies is not a true Halloween movie, but it does take place in the fall. There are skeletons in it. And it's just a great adventure flick.
Great adventure flick.
I would be remiss, and everybody in my life would call me a fraud if I didn't bring up QB Halloween. It's Adam Sandler. It's on Netflix. I have watched that movie probably over 1,000 times.
Fun
and I've watched
watch.
it every day in October so far already this month.
Yes.
It's my favorite movie.
You were watching it, it was on your story.
I always tag the same group of guys from my like our old days. And they get so angry about it. I watch it probably once a month throughout the year. I think it's such a stupid movie. It's my favorite movie.
I did enjoy Hubie. Halloween.
It's so hard to make a Halloween movie that hits like Halloween Town and Hocus Pocus. Like, it's a hard holiday to get into without it being hoary-gory or kind of campy, and I thought it did well.
It did do well. And it did have a lot of callback. If you're a big Adam Sandler fan, there are, of all of his movies, that one has like the most callbacks that I thought were actually done well and were like tasteful, with like the sheet in the front yard, like callback to Waterboy.
Yeah.
That was, I like Hubie Halloween. The other one, dude, I have to bring up with Casper is that priest that shows up when they're doing the exorcism of the house, and he's got like the flat brim hat and he's got the cigarette. They're like, "Wait, you're a priest?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm a priest. What can I say?" They're like, "You think you can do this?" He's like, "It'll be cake. It'll be crumb cake. I got it." And then he just comes back with his head completely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Casper is such a good movie.
Good one. That's a good throwback. But that's right. There's a Rolodex. A lot of family friendly shows and movies. Add them to the survival kit. Embracing Spooktober.
I can't wait to get dialed in on a movie, honestly, tonight. I wish I had a list more like down the avenue of this weekend. The Crack a Cold one was just basically me being able to talk my wife into no babysitters, no night nurses. I got this. That is my Crack a Cold one. It's just Jill trusting me and being like, "Hey, you got this." And bonus, this is breaking because it happened this morning. When Hillary showed up, because Hillary is my best friend from high school's wife. Like, she is just as much Jill's friend as she is my friend, if that makes sense. Whereas Brian, her husband, would very much be like closer to me.
Yeah.
However, Hillary shows up. I'm kind of giving her the rundown of the house. And then I think to myself, Jill's probably already called her and like gave her a full rundown. Like, I need to chill out. And I go, I'm sure Jill's already called you and blah, blah. And she goes, no, she didn't call me. And I was like,
That's a dub. That's a dub.
I was like, dude, that's cool. That means like Jill was putting that responsibility in my court to be like, Sherman can prep Hillary. He's got it. I was like, hey, you can leave some Ziploc bags with clothes in it, but like the fact you didn't game prep Hillary before she came over.
Cheers to you.
Thank you, dude.
Wife didn't call the friend before she came over to the house.
It was kind of sick.
Yeah. Dad hacks?
Dad hacks. Oh, I do have a what are the odds?
Oh, what is it?
Tyler Schiller wrote in, the what are the odds shout out FanDuel this week is we were talking about writing in journals. Tyler has been writing in a journal to his daughter. I just wanted to read a little bit about that. Tyler Schiller here out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go Tigers. And he literally wrote, I said go Tigers to be funny. He actually wrote go Tigers.
I'm impressed he understands how to write down there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Well, he spelled it Geaux, which they say is the correct spelling.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Great pod this week. Had to do the email because I don't have Instagram or Twitter. I'm a proud member of PT6ICKOS with a 13-month-old boy. He's been the best thing that's ever happened to me and my wife. And a mentor of mine gave me some good advice when he was born. Y'all touched up on it this episode, so figured I'd share. He said, keep a journal and write to him whenever something you want to remember for him happens. I address each journal entry to Shepard, our son's name, with the date. I'll tell him about the day or what he did that was hilarious or something we are proud of, and just write till I feel like stopping. For example, the most recent one was him stealing all the cookies during nap time at daycare while everybody else was sleeping and eating every single one. That earned him the nickname Cookie Monster. Memories like that is what I write about. A dad tip to make it easier to remember to write it in is to keep the journal right next to your bed on your nightstand. It's as much of for us as it is for him to look back on when he's older. Anyway, feel free to share this or not, up to y'all. We just did. Just wanted to pass it along that it is something I've really enjoyed doing, and I recommend it to any of my friends who are expecting. God bless. Looking forward to the next pod. Take the trash out. Sent by my iPhone.
Love that. That is awesome. What are the odds?
What are the odds is he was doing it before we even brought it up on the show. That's crazy. What are the odds of that?
Yeah, what are the odds of that? I don't know what those odds are.
Shout out FanDuel.
Shout out FanDuel.
Come on.
Plus 250.
Plus 250. Survival kit.
Yeah. Oh, my survival kit was Spooktober merch.
Oh, that's right.
All the shows and movies.
I have a good survival kit.
Go ahead.
A playpen. We have a playpen for Scarlett now in the living room, and it's like fully fenced off. Jill, I believe, bought it at Target. This is not like some crazy brand. It's affordable. It's pretty big. I would say like the size of like an area rug. And Scarlett, she loved playing in her nursery, but in that playpen, dude, I don't know what it is, but it's like she knows that that's like her little world. And we have like different play mats like laid out in there. We have like a little tent play mat. We got her little unicorns and butterflies hanging from stuff. And I set her down this morning. I was in the kitchen making breakfast, moving, operating, cleaning bottles, making bottles. I did not have to touch her a single time for like 30 minutes. She just sat in there and was like, ah. It was awesome.
I love that.
So highly advise.
I want to get a playpen. Wife won't let me get one.
Oh, really?
Just because there's a lot of stuff in the house, and she just,
Y'all's living room.
Because I grew up on the Rugrats, bro. They had the playpen.
Yes, dude. Y'all's living room is very similar to ours.
Yeah.
We don't have the coffee table in there anymore. We had to move all of our furniture out. Like it has taken over our living room.
Right.
To Charo's point.
Yeah.
Like I get that.
That's why I got to barricade shit up, dude.
Yeah, dude. You could get one up in the upstairs.
Yeah,
right?
but we got that like my brother, God bless him, loved the gift. Rue loved it, but the little ball pit, but the balls get everywhere. So we got enough stuff up there.
Yeah.
So it's like we got those cushions. It's like they're like cushions, but you can like build forts and stuff with these cushions.
Those are the ones that Rue's always jumping on, right?
Yeah.
And
Or
jumping
when
off
she's
of.
small, when she's small enough, she thinks it's a slide or she wants
Yes.
it to be put in the slide form. But yeah, she's like jumping all around on it. We got the beanbag up there. We got a lot of like the Montessori toys, and she's got like the workbench. Like she's got a lot of stuff up there.
Yeah.
Like she's got the thing that we bought. It's like a tent set, but you can build it into a lot of different things. Like you can build it into like a puppet show. You can build it into like a restaurant. You can build it into just like a tent, like a long little tent.
That thing sounds sick.
Yeah, it's fun. And we have enough stuff to where when you're up in that bonus room, I can just like slide the door shut, and that's like the play area.
Until
also
Waffle
mixed with the man cave.
Until Waffle comes in. I don't know how Waffle slides that door open.
She
It's
does it. She just
impressive.
keeps banging on it until it opens it up. Bulldog, it's like we don't have it locked in where it's on the bottom, like that part broke. So it's like one of those slide doors, but it can like come out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And Waffle just like run her head on it until it like wiggles to where she can get her little snout and like move it to get in there.
This is my first time hanging out at Will's house. I just see the door in the background just as he's like talking to me, and I'm trying to like keep my
Like, hey,
attention
bro,
on Will. I'm like, dude, there's a ghost up here as your door's just going, yoing.
That's a good tip, like building on that survival kit for like what, for young parents, or if you're expecting. The reason I love that idea is because routine is so crucial for kids.
Yeah.
And them like understanding what they're going to be getting into like each different time of the day. So that play area, that little playpen area is like, she knows it's playtime. It's like when you're keeping them on routine where you feed them, you burp them. If you're going to give them either tummy time or playtime, they know putting them in the pen or putting them in their area of play, they know it's playtime. Or like when you're going for the
100%.
nighttime routine and you close the curtains, you put the little sound machine on, or if it's a little night light, whatever it is, you're getting them their PJs on first. Like for us, it's getting their PJs on, or you change them, get their PJs on first. You got the little noise playing, like you're getting them ready for bedtime. They know they're locking in. Okay, this is the part of the day where they're expected training me to sleep through the night.
Yeah.
But you're getting them prepped for bedtime. Same with nap time. You're getting them in the mode of whatever the routine is or the habits are around that time. Same with, again, your survival kit, the playpen area.
Yeah.
Their brain is getting prepped for it is playtime. This is where I go. They set me down. They play with me. If dad or mama's doing stuff, like I have enough things to occupy me, it's time to play.
Yes. Her eyes start moving as soon as her back touches that play mat. Her eyes are moving. She's smiling because she's like, oh, this is when y'all roll me around and do Jill calls it the rotisserie chicken, where we push her legs in and we kind of move her side to side. And we make her hands and her feet touch on, different sides.
You get the little, I forget what it's called, but the play area where it's like, it's almost like it's like a mat and it's got the things hanging up top of it when they're just on their back and kind of looking and exploring the world.
sent us one and it rips, dude.
Yeah.
She loves the one that we got from KiwiCo.
Yeah.
It rips. She got her daddy's bows too. When I'm doing those little rotisserie chicken, the little
she ain't
stretcher.
got her daddy's bows. Daddy's bows got his daddy's bows because you be walking, you got the bag of Chick-fil-A and different fast food happening all the time.
Hey, that's why I say she got her daddy's bows. She ripping too. She like all the time when we're doing it.
I have a fun dad hack.
What's your dad hack?
Fun dad hack for parents that struggle getting their kids to eat. Using fun at dinner time, because I'll get Rue's at the age to where it's always a negotiation, always a battle to get her eat her food, because we'll always finish first, and you're kind of sitting there, Rue, please, for the love of God, eat your chicken, eat your broccoli, eat this, eat that. Scotty's just a menace. Anything you put in front of her, she's letting you know she's putting it down.
She likes Sherm.
But a fun thing I came across like last night as I'm sitting there, we're trying to get Rue to eat her food because it was kind of like a coconut chicken that we had, and she didn't want to eat it. And I start bothering her, like, Rue, can you eat your food? She, I don't want to eat my food. And then I get to where I'm tickling her, but she's not in the mood to like have fun and play.
Yeah.
She's like, stop. And she's like putting her hand, pushing me away. In the minute she like put her hand up to keep me away from going at her, to where it's like, oh, here comes the tickle monster if you don't eat your food. And she's getting to where she's not into that anymore. Where it's like, that's not going to get me to eat my food. Like, oh, tickle monster's going to get you. You better eat your food before the tickle monster gets you. She would, when she was younger, she would eat before the tickle monster would get her. That was one fun way of using dinner time to get her to eat her food. Now it's turned into like, tickle monster's coming to get you. And she's like, she starts getting pissy with me. Like, no, dada. I'm not going to eat my food. I don't want to eat my food. I'm like, all right. So when she put her hand up to stop me from coming, I went into Darth Vader choke. I went into Darth Vader. She puts her hand up choke, and I was like, and you know, she kind of like her face starts to break, and when she puts her hand on stop, I'm like, oh, you can't be doing that, or you're gonna force choke me. And Scotty goes over there and starts reaching because she's like laughing or playing, and she just like puts her hands up just to reach randomly, you know. Yeah. When she does, I was like, oh no! I was like, Ruth starts to get a crack of a smile, and then she puts her hand. I'm like, here comes Ziggo, and she puts it up, and I'm like, until she puts it down. I'm like, oh. That got us in the mode of play to where I would grab her hand up, like, you can't put your hand up or Dad is going to choke again. Like, please, just eat a bite of before you do it again. Just eat a bite of your food. You can choke me again. She'd eat a bite of her food, and then it's boom. And then I'm like, I'm lifting myself up out of the chair. And she puts down, I'm like, oh. I'm like, all right, we can keep doing this. Dad is starting to get tired because it's really starting to hurt. But we can keep doing this. Just eat a bite of your food. She eats a bite of her food. And it's like, all right, you're on to something. So that's a way to make dinner time fun to get your kids to eat the food. Because as a parent, you'll start getting, it happens to us more often than not, but where you get frustrated.
Yeah.
And then I'll leverage a cookie. I've gotten that down to a T. Hey, good. You don't have to eat your food. You know what time it is if you don't eat your food.
It's CPC.
And I'll hit her with that. I'll be like, sweetheart, it's okay. She don't have to eat her food. And I'm like, Rue, you can go over there and sit on the couch. Do whatever you want. You don't have to eat your food. I can have a cookie. You know you don't get a cookie. You eat your food, you get a cookie.
Yeah.
So it's your choice. You don't have to eat. And that works. But the way to have fun, to kind of get your impatience out of it or to turn it into a fun game, that's a new one I found, is getting force choked.
I cannot wait for here in like 2 months. She's going to be at soccer practice. One of those boys is going to roughhouse her, bump into her. You're just going to be watching from afar, and you're just going to see her go.
Yeah.
One of the kids.
Well, what's funny is at first she thought it was really happening.
Yeah.
Like she thought she had the power. And then Scotty was, when she randomly like lifts her arms up, like, oh, Rue, Scotty's doing it to you. And Rue just like looks at me. And I'm like, is it not working? She's like, no. I'm like, you got to pretend. You have to pretend. And then Rue started like pretending, kind of get her sense of humor going a little bit.
Yeah, come on.
Way to make dinner fun as a dad hack to get your kids to eat.
I love that dad hack. You made me do a different dad hack than what I had written down. This actually happened yesterday when JJ was here, which is Jeremy's son. They asked him 5 or 6 times if he needed to go potty because he kept on kind of, putting his legs together, putting his hands down there, showing all signs that he did indeed need to potty. Yeah. But his answer remained, no, do not need to potty. So finally, they asked him one last time, hey, do you need to potty? And I abruptly interrupted. I said, no, JJ, you can't go potty. I'm going potty first. You can go after me. And he was like, no, I gotta go potty.
Oh, you better beat me.
Yeah, you better beat me. Dude,
nice,
you make
bro.
it a competition, dude. Yeah. They ain't gonna lose.
Because as dads, as parents, because dads are more often seen as like the fun one. You got to continue to create, because I'm already feeling the times where Rue's not into things I used to do and I'll annoy her. And then I see it as a challenge. Like, okay, I'm going to figure you out at some point. And yesterday, tapping into the force choke, I'm going to see if this one works. Because I'm not able to like break her wall of like having fun when I'm like, tickle monster, or I'm going to get you, or whatever it is. Like, all right, she seems to be over that. How can I continue to make this fun? Dads have to continue to create, bro.
Yes, dude. Also reminds me of, we are running. We're not out of time, but we are cutting it close.
Okay. Got to keep it under an hour.
I'll save the story that I was going to tell for another sode.
You don't want to tell it?
My mom used to, when we were leaving for school, we had really bad attitudes in the morning. And so to make us excited for school, we weren't allowed to drive out of the driveway until she made a shot in the driveway basket, like basketball hoop. And it did make like mornings really fun, because she would like purposely miss like the first 3 times. We'd be like, Mom, make it. We're going to be late to school. I'm trying. It was fun. It was a good little
I like that. Kind of switches it on you guys. To get her going and motivate her. Yo, we're going to be late.
Yeah. What are you doing, Mom?
Great mom hack. Shout out Mama Sherm. Or shout out Mama Sherm.
Shout out Miss Amy. So 601 the dads.
Yes.
We have our
601 the
call-ins.
dads. 601 the dads.
601 the dads. Make sure you call in. We will play your call in on the episode. We'll interact with it. We'll answer if it's a question, if it's a funny story, we'll talk about it. And you will receive free For the Dads merch.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. If you were selected for the show. And if you're an international listener, 601thedads@gmail.com.
Write us an email.
Yes, write us an email. And that's where these emails have been coming from. Correct?
They have been coming from that. Just to call out for everybody, I got a DM on X from a gentleman saying, should I send this here or the email? We listen to everything. If you have a longer story, feel free to email it. We sit down with the emails and kind of go through. I know that X is a little tough there. So longer stories, feel free to email for local, but international, yes, 601.
I like that. That's a good call. All right, here's our first caller. This one's bleeped out. It looks like it says sleeping motherfucker.
Yo, what's up, boys? Will, Sherm. Love the show. Papa Team 6 member here. Just call it T-Dubs from Oregon. I've got a motherfuck story for you guys from the birthing of my daughter. Kind of keep it short and sweet. We had a long delivery process. She was induced at like noon, and we didn't sleep the night before. We'd been up all night, and it was like 2 a.m, and I had just gone down to the vending machine to get some snacks. I came back, had my snacks, and I was on the couch where I actually earned my my couch stripes.
You didn't, sure.
Laying on the couch, I dozed off, and I was awoken by the nurses telling my wife to remember to breathe and push. And I woke up like I was getting shot at. I woke up, I jumped up, and I ran over there, and the nurses were fucking with me because I had fallen asleep on the couch for like an hour. And needless to say, I was up until like 5:50 when my daughter was born. And I was up the next day until like 8 o'clock that night. But love the show, guys. Appreciate all the tips. You guys are really hitting home on some of these. So just keep up the good work, and remember to take your trash out.
Oh, dude, I love that. That is
Poor
funny.
T-Dubs,
That's tough.
Poor T-Dubs.
Tough, but totally fair. That's awesome.
Dude, those nurses are hilarious.
Nurses, your wife, like, let's fuck with him. Look at him over there snoozing.
This sleeping motherfucker.
He thinks he has it hard.
Golly, that was
that's
great.
funny.
We have time for one more? Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit a second.
This is solo mission trial run. It's applicable for this week.
Hey boys, it's Stu. Papa Team 6 coming this Friday. Just listen to the pod.
Yeah.
Got a dad hack. So I'm a private in training and I made a mistake. I was ready, bags packed, car seat installed, all that. Mama's carrying a little extra amniotic fluid, so we've been monitoring it multiple times a week. Baby is good, so good. Had a scare earlier this week, though. Thought it was the time. So we rushed to the hospital. To my surprise, parking garage, under construction and closed. It's midnight.
Oh,
good.
Second parking garage. Required you to go across this stupid sky deck, through a maze of elevators, up one elevator, down a hall, down an elevator. So once across the sky deck, certain hallways close at 11 p.m.
Oh, good.
Finally, ended up making it to the maternity ward. But my dad hack is do a trial run.
yes.
Specifically a solo mission if you want to look like a true hero. So you don't deal with a maze of issues before the big moment.
He's good. On it.
Had no idea that this hospital is under construction, but don't want any dads to have to go through what I went through. But everything is good. Love y'all. Love the pod.
What was his name?
Stu.
Shout out Stu for that. That's real game. If I had hit Bud's training and I'm becoming a PT6er
Yeah.
in due time.
Yeah.
If I were to have heard that dad hack, that is one that you are locking that one in the chamber.
Yes.
And I would have been running a solo dad mission. I had no clue.
Yes.
I wouldn't even been aware to do something like that if not for a phone call like that. So any expecting fathers, that is PT6 game right there. Shout out Stu.
Stu just set the bar for privates, by the way. He's not even PT6 yet.
Yeah.
Stu's kind of locked in.
He's locked in because he's already giving game, learning from mistakes when he's not even a PT6er. You know what I mean? He's giving his younger self game.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is important enough. I want to share this with some incoming fathers.
And to Stu's point, Vandy here in Nashville, parking garage is also under construction.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Jill works at Vandy and was aware of that. And we actually did a trial run as well of Jill kind of, we drove by there. Hey, we're going to be parking here. Those are the doors we walk in. Highly advise it.
Yeah. Great game, Stu.
Great game, Stu. Lesson, topic, or quote of the week?
I have one.
I have one as well. Mine's really short and quick.
Go ahead. Do it.
Okay.
Rip it.
I'm stealing this one directly from my therapist because I thought it was an incredible metaphor. He was talking about life as a plate at Thanksgiving dinner, and that you never want your plate at Thanksgiving dinner as you're walking to the table to have food falling off of it. Or let's say you go to the table and you set your plate down and all you have is turkey. There's no gravy. There's no mashed potatoes. There's no green beans, sweet potato casserole. What's this guy doing? Or maybe you just have a little bit on your plate. It's like, yo, it's Thanksgiving. Like, eat. Like, fill your plate up. He was talking about that perfect balance of all things that you have in your life. So, like, you got your social life, which is like your green beans. You got your, let's say you're married or have a girlfriend. That's your turkey. You got your mashed potatoes with your kids and maybe some gravy. You have all these different things. You have your work life, which is like the dinner roll.
Yeah.
You're going to have everything on your plate, but you want to have the right amount. And if you have too much of something, maybe cut back on it a little bit. Just make sure we have everything on our plate, but still have a full plate. It's Thanksgiving, by God. I just love that metaphor.
Yeah. Butter roll enough. Get the gravy going enough. That's a good one.
It's a good one. As soon as I heard it, I was like, dude, that's so like easy to apply to like anything in life. But I just love that illustration of it.
So this lesson, topic, whatever, this is a philosophy I came across. Great to stack on top of what you just said as far as balance in your life. Have you ever heard of the anchor before sales philosophy or the anchor in sales?
No.
Okay. This is great. This was
sales as in sailing or selling someone?
Sales as in sailing.
Cool.
Sailing.
S-A-I-L.
So the metaphor of the anchor and sail, this is a powerful framework. So it's like two essential forces, right? Governing your principles, your personal values, like keeping everything in check, keeping everything sturdy before you hit the sea. The anchor symbolizes governing principles, so self-evident truths that ground us during times of turmoil, while the sail represents our personal values or the things we esteem to be of worth, which guide our actions and enable us to adapt and grow in the face of change. So if I formulate this around family life, like for the dads, like dads, because there'll be career mix in there. You can formulate this around anything in your life. But as far as the For the Dads brand, Papa Team 6, family. Think of your life as a ship. The sails are the opportunities, the career moves, the yeses that propel you forward. Those are your sails. They catch the wind and move you fast. But the anchors, the things that you've already chosen as your highest priorities, like your wife, your kids, your family, your career, the things that keep you steady. Without anchoring first, no amount of wind will keep you from drifting off course. The danger that a lot of us face is that many of us raise every sail without checking the anchors. We say yes to everything in career, hobbies, and obligations, thinking it's all for the family. But if the anchors aren't set first, if your wife doesn't feel seen, if your kids only get the leftovers of your time, they don't feel seen, your family doesn't feel seen, then all that progress is just drifting. So the philosophy around this metaphor becomes anchor first, schedule family time and wife time as the non-negotiables before anything else goes on the calendar. Sail with intention. Every career or outside commitment that you say yes to must be weighed against those anchors. Does this opportunity strengthen or strain what I've already chosen as the most important? Live by the subtraction. So true priorities show up more in what you say no to than what you say yes to. A man who says yes to everything spreads himself thin. A man who protects his no has the strength to show up fully where it matters. This doesn't mean you neglect your ambition or growth. It doesn't. It just means that your definition of success shifts. If the world praises you, but your wife and kids feel unseen, you've lost the only scoreboard that matters. And anybody can listen to this or think about this in a way of, you have a For the Dads brand, you're somebody who's successful or ambitious, all of those things. I have an interest in like, I guess, pushing a philosophy or something that interests me that I think is correct.
Yeah.
Going back to the only scoreboard that matters reference. And to me, I sit there and think about anybody that I latch onto, admire in the world of success, hustle, grit, ambitious, anything that has touched me indirectly or directly that I've admired, that I've taken bits and pieces from to apply to my life and career and ambition. But everybody, bro, who gets to the end of their life that reflects back on things that they wish they did more of, it is across the board family time.
Yeah.
It is across the board. They reflect on that scoreboard of what things that they sacrificed for this goal that they did achieve. And everybody, bro, that you sit there and read about or listen to that is reflecting on their success along the way, early in life, where they're at now, the thing that they always talk about that is such a common denominator is, I wish I would have played catch more. I wish I would not have complained about, my kids wanting me to do X, Y, and Z. And I kind of said no to them during that time. They always talk about those moments. And that's something that I very much have latched onto in recent years. And something that, as we've talked about lessons, topics, life outside of podcasting, like all those things, I feel like it's such a constant thing that I keep on at the top of my mind on what to say yes to, what to say no to, all of those things. Like, again, a great example where this weekend was a weekend in the calendar when we were about to get in football season and we're kind of, juggling what our routine is going to look like throughout the week. And this weekend had popped up as like an open weekend. We've talked about it on For the Dads on like looking ahead, whether it's family photos, shooting our wives a message, hey, go get a latte, Venmoing them money, whatever it is that we've done. Something that we wanted to do was like, hey, where is a weekend to where we can get away? Whether it's for, we're only doing it for what, like not even 24 hours, about 18 hours, to where it's like, hey, we're going to have mom and dad time because we feel like two ships passing in the night a lot of times. So how can we circle this weekend as like, all right, we're going to build around this weekend. Anything that comes up that could happen this weekend, we're going to say no to because we're going to spend time with each other. Yeah. So I came across this, this metaphor and philosophy, like as I was doing some, scrolling around on the internet and everything else, the anchor and sail caught my eye. And then I broke it down to like, how can this apply family-wise? Because again, you can use this anchor and sail philosophy for everything, right? It's like, if you want to go accomplish anything in life, you want to first start at like, who am I? What do I want to value? What am I going to prioritize? Like, who do I want to become? Those essentially are your anchors. So that way, when you do set sail everywhere, you're able to weigh it down and start first with where your anchors are. So I thought this anchor and sail philosophy was fucking all time. And I was fired up to share when it comes to the family stuff, because again, it's somebody who is very ambitious, who very much wants to achieve and accomplish. And somebody who also very much wants to, I don't want to just say, the cliche of football, like growing up with football is like faith, family, football. It's like, okay, family and faith and all this stuff is in there, but really I'm always dialed in. Your boy's always dialed into football.
Yeah.
To where I'm saying yes to everything football, and not really, I'm telling myself that all of this is for family. All of my ambition and everything that I'm doing is for my kids, my wife. Like I go and do all this, and so we can have this life, everything else. But if you're truly going to be intentional and prioritize, it's how do you spend time to actually look at how family and kids and your wife are a true anchor in your life. So that way you are protecting your nose when those do come up. So I was obsessed with this philosophy. I couldn't wait to share it.
I love everything that you just said. And you pretty much just described like what I told my therapist my very first time I met with them, this new one here in Nashville, of my goal.
Yeah.
Of like, I am meeting with you once every 2 weeks because I want the main thing to remain the main thing. And I want to have this balance in my life. I know that nobody has the perfect life, but I want an accountability coach, somebody that I'm able to like run these things by. And I love that philosophy. Love that philosophy. Because my dad would be right there with you with saying, you know, his biggest regret, not doing more family time. And I say that because he'd be willing to share it. And I can see it in the way that he interacts with Scarlett. He's just like, oh man. So yeah, dude, that gets me fired up.
Yeah, bro. Cause you're right. You can talk about balance, but there's no such thing. Balance is, all right, how can you compartmentalize your mind to, hey, what is fucking important to you?
Yeah.
How do you dial in on each of those anchors, each of those principles, each of those values, and how do you get so clear to where you know what you're going to reach out to go for on your next move, or you know what to say no to?
Yeah.
It's so crucial. That's truly like it's a constant conversation
Yes.
in my head.
And a good illustration of that to add on to that picture. I was just having this conversation about like what is it like being a dad, Sherman, was the question that was asked to me. And life really is like a plate being balanced on a stick where like you're never going to achieve that perfect balance where like the plate stops completely and it's flat and everything's good. There's always this just got added. Now Scarlett can walk and talk. Deal with that. Now she can reach up and open doors and we got to tell her to stay out of certain rooms. My best friend just did something that, you know, betrayed our friendship. My boss at work is a psychopath. Like, I'm just making up examples. But, like, the plate is always, it's just like, how are you going to react to those things to achieve some semblance of balance, some semblance of, like, an even keel to keep it on sailing terms?
Amen, bro. And to me, it's about you take all the accountability and control that you are going to find the balance of that plate.
Yes.
It's not the external things that are happening because that's constant. Happiness is so fucking fleeting, bro. It's so fleeting.
Yeah.
If you're looking for things to make you happy, like it's dude, it's you.
Yes.
It's us. It's myself. It's disciplines. It's things that are fucking hard. But in those moments when you do find that balance, it's like, how do you again taste it for a moment, but know that unbalance, that something's gonna happen. It's truly, it's all about how you react to it.
And you don't have to be like, this isn't like hey, you gotta be proactive, not reactive. Like, you gotta be perfect. You gotta have it. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
It's just like, just be aware that things are always gonna be changing and that your actions and reactions are gonna tell the people in your life how important they are to you, or the things in your life, how important they are to you.
Right. And reconnecting.
Yes.
Just constantly reconnecting. Because again, we all get off the rails. We constantly get off the rails.
100%.
How do you get back to center? Yeah, it fires me up, dude.
I love that philosophy. Who was that? A quote or
so the article I read, I'll have to find the article, but it was talking about the anchor. It was talking about like the anchor in the sail, and it was kind of talking more like career based. And then I came across one with like, you know, I'm looking in like the power of no. I always love the power of no stuff. Ryan Holiday talks about that with like family and everything else. So it was like a combination of things that I'm like, you know, I was trying to, because it truly is a constant conversation in my head to where I'll like struggle with it. Every time I'm like tapping in, I'm like, all right, things feel a little overwhelming right now. How can I, what's this bucket with my wife look like? What's this bucket with my kids look like? Am I satisfied? Am I happy with what I'm doing as much as I'm doing like with my kids? Do I need to be a little more intentional? Do I need to take an hour or two and it's just me and Rue? We get out of the house and go do something, whether it's a trip to Target. You and Charles going to the library yesterday with Rue, and she's like, "Do you mind if I pick Rue for school and we go to the library?"
Public library?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Charles, all public library.
That.
Yeah. The library's got a lot of cool stuff for kiddos too. Like as far as like events or story time and things like that. And she's like, "Do you mind, rocking with Scotty?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, absolutely." Like Scotty's a piece of cake, especially if you're one-on-one with her. Like she's a little 10, 11 month old. And she's just a lot of fun. But I'm sitting there playing with Scotty. And it's like, this is one-on-one time I'm getting with Scotty.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it'll be 2-on-2. Got the whole family together. You can tell when we're all ready to pull each other's hair out at times. And it's like, it's just rechecking in. Like, okay, because I know we do a lot of stuff here at the shop, a lot of stuff with work. I'm constantly thinking about busting with the boys and career and everything else. But it's one of those things where it's a constant conversation with myself. One thing I wanted to ask, how discombobulated do you get in your mind when somebody just randomly hits you with like, what's fatherhood like?
I do. It's a fun question to answer with people that knew me very well when I was young. Because I was a absolute goofball, absolute menace. Like Sherman Young is a dad. What the fuck? Which I'm sure you have friends that are like, Will Compton's a dad.
Yeah.
And loves it. Like, what in the world? And so I like answering that question. It is a hard question to answer, but like we joked about when we started this podcast of like, your life is over, bro. Your life is over. It does feel like that because like this morning completely revolved around Scarlett Sterling Young. I did not matter. For the dads didn't matter. It was how do we make sure Scarlett is safe for a 2-hour window so that Sherman then can do his job, because we got to make sure Scarlett's safe. It's just like having this thing in your life that is just like, I FaceTimed my mom this morning and the camera was on me for 3 seconds and it was like a 30-minute call. She just wanted to look at Scarlett. Yeah. And like I was my mom's whole world. And now it's like Scarlett's her whole world. And I love it. I take no offense, but it really is just kind of like a death of self, I guess, in a way. Mm-hmm. Which to your point as well, to like bring it back to your philosophy, that's what I'm really trying to work on right now. Aside from being a good dad, good husband, it's like, hey, what are some selfish things that I can pour into myself that I do enjoy? So I'm trying to like get back to my roots of like hunting. I really enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. Soccer, I grew up playing that. I played it in high school. I want to try and find like a men's league or something. So I don't know. It's just like this constant.
Yeah, I more so asked the question because if that question were to come at me, I feel like I would get into a very just talking mode. Because it's not
what
it's
I
not,
just
right,
did.
right. It's not, and then like I'm driving afterwards, and I'm like, man, what is fatherhood like to me? And it's something like we had the very first episode we did on being a girl dad and everything else. It's like things like that. You think about it, it's like, yeah, dude, it would be cool to have like just a foundational thing that I know I go to because it feels so hard to explain until you're in it. You're like death of self, but just it's like new life in the best way.
Also new life. Yes, it is a death of self.
Right.
It's like this new chapter that's being written.
Yeah.
And I was so scared. I was terrified going into it. I truly was. I was terrified. And now that I'm in it, Jill's bringing up like, let's have another blah, blah, blah. And a part of me is like, oh shit. And then the other part of me is like, oh dude, we get to do this again. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have 2.
Yeah. So Charles, on the 2 note, Charles at the end of this month, she's had a wild hair to want to take Rue to London. She's taking Rue to London for like 4 or 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, she's been wanting to take Rue to London and do like a mommy-daughter trip. Girls trip. It was so funny when Rue was kind of asking me about it. I was feeding Rue dinner. Mom was working. Scotty was playing in the living room. Had the barricade up on the stairs, and I'm sitting there getting Rue some dinner. Rue's eating a snack, or something's going on to where I'm sitting up there. Maybe it was breakfast in the morning, and Charles had left early for work. And Rue's sitting there, and she kind of like asking me how I feel about. She's like, "How you feel about mama going to the airport, but Mama and Rue get on the plane. Dad, Scotty, stay home. And she's like, because you're a boy. So you can't go. And I can tell she's like actually trying to feel me out and see how I felt about it. And I'm like, oh, are you talking about a little girls trip? And then she's like thinking in her head, she's like, well, Scotty would come with us too, because Scotty's a girl. Dad would stay home though. How would that be okay? I'm like, dude, of course that would be okay. You going on a little girls trip, you'd have so much fun. Would Rue come back? You know that would make me sad if Rue and Mama and everybody don't come back.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, Rue always come back. Because we always tell her, like, when we leave, whether it's for date night or on a trip or whatever it is, Dad, Mama, we always come back home. We always come back. And I'm like, dude, of course, you'd have so much fun. That would be so much fun. I think it's just you and Mama. She's like, but Scotty's a girl too. I was like, well, maybe Scotty's going. I don't know. We'll have to talk to Mom.
Talk to Mom.
Because Charles and I talked about it. And I'm like, dude, it makes me a little uneasy. You guys traveling, being that far away. I'm thinking, what, you just think like Liam Neeson. What if something happened? But anyway, she's taking Rue at the end of the month to London for 4 or 5 days.
Way.
Charles like, would that be cool? I'm like, dude, so I feel like we have the capabilities where I can be flexible and go do a trip like this. I've wanted to do it for so long. And I feel like you can't do it because you got football season and everything else. I'm like, dude, go. If you want to go and you feel like that would fill your soul up, and going with Rue, like that'd be so many awesome memories. And you'd be able to journal every day about it and have these core memories with Rue.
Hell
like
yeah.
that'd be so sick. And obviously I would rock with Scotty. Like, but my mindset having to and knowing I'm staying home with Scotty, it's going to be funny when you have your second one and then you're on a spot to where she's taking Scar and you're rocking back with the youngest. Your mindset, because Scarlett's 3 months old and you're talking about all these things. It's a big foxhole moment and scoreboard, everything else.
Yeah.
But I think about me rocking with Scotty. I'm like, this is going to be the easiest.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be the easiest session of my life because Scotty, she's just, she's just a little pup.
Yeah. Somebody told me
She's 11 months old. Like, she'll have so much fun with Rue. Rue's going to be a blast to travel with. But I feel like being one-on-one with Scotty, I just think of it in such a way to where whenever it was one-on-one with me and Rue the first time, when Rue was young, I'm thinking of this overwhelming, like, all right, I'm going to handle it. I'm going to handle this. I'm going to do that. Now I'm thinking, since we have two, she's taking the oldest one. I got the youngest one. Like, it's going to be a piece of cake with Scotty. But how sick is that, going to doing a little trip to London?
That's going to be so sick.
Yeah. I'm fired up.
I'm so sorry that I checked out there at the end. Jill just texted me. She said, are you home yet?
12:53. You told her, you said 12:55, right?
I said 12:55. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there on time.
Did you take selfie photos before you left the house?
Come on, man. Come on,
Sweetheart,
man.
you know I'm at home. Check me
Look
out
at Auntie
right now.
Hillary. She love Auntie Hillary. Oh my God. Send that. I'll send her a picture.
Yeah, baby, I'm home. Of course I'm home.
I'll send her a picture right now. I'll say, hey, I took that earlier when we were recording.
Oh, we love our wives, man.
We do. We love our wives.
Hey, good sode.
Great sode.
Great sode.
Great sode.
Papa Team 6, hell of an episode. Make sure you're sharing it, subscribed, you've left comments. Make sure the trash is out. Dude, have a hell of a rest of the week. Thank you guys. Sincerely.
Leave a ghost in the chat.
Leave a ghost in the chat. But we fucking love this community. We love you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your day. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
All right, Nas. Looks like you did a clean plate club tonight. Super proud of you, dude. What? Good. No clean plate club for you. No. No way.
Hey, Harvey. Okay, so look, ready? Hey, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.